Howdy, folks.
Hi, everyone.
Welcome back to another Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. Two OGs play. Jill, Jack, and Jill. Don't do tips, tricks, guides, walkthroughs, speedruns, 100% trophies, or achievements. Play games for fun. Been doing it for many years. Plan to do it for many more. Goal is video is to provide you with buddy or companion videos that you can pop on in the background just in case your friends and family can't make it over for some couch co-op. We'll pop on one of these videos, and when you do that, you invite us into your home. We invite you into ours, and then for the next couple hours, just consider us your buddies, your pals, your friends as we hang out, play games, have rambling conversations, and do top 10 lists. So, thanks for joining. I do want to give a very special thank you out there, though, to my subscribers, to each and every subscriber, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be doing these videos. We'd still be playing the games. We just wouldn't be doing the recordings. But, because of how great y'all have been, promise you all this much. As long as one of you stays subscribed, we're going to keep doing videos. Drive-by Rubnik and viewers, howdy. And let's just go with this since it reflects from the last video. Can you dig it?
Works on multiple layers.
You were supposed to say we're leaving.
Oh.
Right. All right.
Yeah.
Once again, showing you folks, we do not edit script or everything's unedited, unscripted, totally, completely, 100% unprofessional. So, also adjusted the sound volume for this on in-game for them. Shouldn't affect us how we hear things. So. All right, today's top 10 list should be fictional settings. We didn't really set too many restrictions.
All of mine are actual places. So
Okay, mine are more
types of settings.
They're technically, you could argue they're specific setting or places, but they're generally the entire element of that setting, right?
Okay. It'll be interesting regardless.
So not like I don't know, like the Mines of Moria. I didn't go to like that specific through most of them. And that's a great thing. We could always do another top 10 fictional settings and kind of narrow it down a bit more or whatnot.
I guess if I think mine are more specific, there's specific examples of types of settings, maybe.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did that too. Oh, yeah.
Well,
I didn't mean like they weren't like specific like Minas Tirith and all that jazz. It's not like the Amityville house. I didn't say, that's my setting, I love it. No one loves it, especially that Ryan Reynolds one. Alright.
Oh, wait, we could go down a rabbit hole with all those Amityville links I showed you, and I mean, I could have kept going, because that person, whoever that person is on Bloody Disgusting, I think it's one person that just does all those Amityville stuff. But God bless him, because some of those things, like, one of them, the recent ones I saw was like Amityville backpack or something. And it's just like, it's a thing. It's a thing, people. If you like the Amityville franchise, the universe,
why?
Go for it.
Well, isn't that technically The Conjuring, right? Or what was the other one? Because The Conjuring, I thought, was one where it was based on the people who wrote the book and did the stuff into it, right? The Annabelles and stuff.
Yeah, Annabelle and The Conjuring. I can't remember the names. The Conjuring, the first one, I remember not being that bad. Also, the Annabelle movie, like the origin movie, I remember not being bad. But God, I can't remember. For some reason, I feel like I should know their names.
The actors or the people that they were playing? The people. Okay. Yeah.
Because they were somewhat famous because people were, questioning them and all that. The Warrens, I think the Warrens were their name. Yeah, Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Warren.
I think that's what it was.
Patrick
Wilson was the actor, I think. And
what's her name?
Fromisia?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Anyway.
We're bad with names.
Yeah.
Me more so than him, but still. Other topics we're going to talk about. I know you don't want to hear about it, but we kind of rushed through it at the end with the Nintendo part in the last video, so we might dedicate a little more time to it here. We really don't. Honestly, we didn't decide to do these videos to get bogged down into drama stuff. We just kind of wanted to create cool spaces, so...
I did have one specific point that
Okay.
I thought to bring up last time that I just didn't because...
We rushed it. I mean, because we forgot to bring it up.
Yeah.
So this time we'll be more mindful, bring it up, have a bit... It's not going to be a long discussion. It'll probably be like 5-10 minutes tops. And we'll end with like our favorite Nintendo consoles, which we've already kind of covered if you've been watching our videos, but in case it's the first time you've bumped into us, we'll go over that. Just leave it a warm and fuzzy.
Yeah.
Talk John Carpenter movies and John Carpenter in general, because he recently got put on the Walk of Fame, right? Star.
Yeah. Nice.
Kurt Russell, Keith David, David Keith, whichever one it is.
Both of them.
Both of them. And a couple other people gave speeches. It was really nice. Told stories we already knew about. That's why I brought up the top 10 hats. Because Kurt Russell started talking about the hat that McCready was wearing. And I was like, that is a badass hat.
Yeah, yeah.
And I went and looked, and there you can buy one, but it's got to be handmade, and it's like $550. And I was like, no. So, and also arcade machines, but not in the way you're thinking.
Yeah, I didn't quite... Obviously, you didn't tell me anything other than arcade machines, so...
Yeah.
I thought, I mean, it's kind of too obvious, like, oh, what are your favorite ones, you know? But
which we'll get to a top 10 list for that.
Yeah.
Right? We haven't done one of those, I think.
figured there'd be some twist somewhere.
This is not a top 10 arcade machines video, by the way. It's just something we're going to talk about. Something new trying. I'm trying to format, like, maybe a couple things we'll hit on. Try and remember, like, what happened last time with the...
As long as you write them down, because I'll forget.
Oh, the problem is I have, like, 80 pages all with, like, scribbled notes. Some with, like, passwords to video games I'm playing and all this and that. Speaking of which, check out Remember Me. It might be a game I think you'd be interested in.
Oh, speaking of, before I forget, I did wish list that Splintered Fate.
Okay.
I wish list it. It's for the next week. It's half off, so it's like $15. So I might just pick it up.
Yeah, I haven't messed around with it. I'm just waiting for us to do a 2 OGs with it, and probably, you know, that way it's a first impression video. Alright, I think we're good. I don't think we used anything, no. But yeah, we'll let you in on a little bit of the behind the scenes of what's going on. We got to figure out how to do teams.
Yeah.
Because it's causing problems with the recording. I mean, I could try switching to a different recording thing, but that's a lot more work than what I have to do right now. Right now, I just press 2 buttons on the dang keyboard. If I have to do OBS, I have to set up a whole host of things. I really don't want to go back to OBS. You asshat. Look at me dying. Putting the pressure on you. Oh, hold on.
Oh, shit. Oh. This guy's throwing stuff.
Yep, very Mega Man enemy. I can't remember if you can... Yeah, you can hit those, but... Or shovel them, but it won't really do much. I want to look back here real quick.
I like the little wind-up mouse keys.
I doubt there's anything here. I'm just wasting time.
You want to just bounce off me? I mean...
Oh, no, I thought there was something else over there. Rewatched The Babadook. Still dislike as much as I did before, but... It's mostly because, you know, it's not my type of horror. But also that damn kid.
The kid, yes.
But to be fair, I mean that in a good way. Like, the kid did a good job acting.
Can we fish here, or do we have to go on the other side?
Might be able to fish there. You can try it.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's not a bad movie. But yeah, the kid. Okay, we gotta do it on the other
Do it
side.
the other side. Watch out for the Indiana Jones
Okay.
gear thing.
Just leaving their crap all over the place.
Yeah, this is Tinker. Tinker something. Tinker Knight. Tinker Knight. Yeah, Tinker something. I don't remember which way. I think this is gonna be a secret because we revealed it. Yeah. All right. This is gonna suck. Yeah, check out Remember Me.
What kind of games?
Third person. It's kind of like, think of it like a more combat-oriented Control.
Now I'm intrigued. Oh, that's first time in a long time looking at your character.
It's a game that came out like 11 years ago, 12 years ago. I've been playing it. It's actually going to release in 2026, so don't look for the video yet. The videos. I've already got so many binary domain, Vanquish, those I already record, but they're coming out in 2026 because I don't know. Oh, I just keep going with it because why not? But it's like a third-person game. No. With some character action combat. Kind of like a Devil May Cry kind of thing. But also platforming in the sense of like Uncharted leaping from ledge to ledge, but it actually works quick and it's better. Because it's not slow. But I think the best part is, and it's few and far between, but there are segments of the game where you hijack people's memories and you have to change their memory. And based upon how you change the pieces in their memory, events unfold. Now, there's only one right answer, but you can change everything in the memory to change everything around. And
sounds very interesting.
yeah, I just finally got around to playing it after, I think the last time I tried playing it was 2015, which were pretty dark years, and a lot of drinking didn't help either. Oh, crap. That doesn't help. But I've been enjoying it, surprisingly so. Wow, that checkpoint was far.
Oof. This is our getting to the groove thing.
That's true.
Oh, you know, we keep forgetting. Well, I keep forgetting. Like there might be times on this level where the axe, the axe might be useful. You know?
Oh yeah.
So it'll go through the stone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to time this.
Well, go. I'll wait till you're safe. Well, the good news is I don't think we need to go up there.
Let me just go right or.
Let's check real quick.
Oh, that the chest was up there. Right?
Okay, yeah, the chest is considered claimed.
See, like this guy here, wouldn't the axe maybe? I don't know. The anchor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, even a Pokemon. It's
Pokemon.
not a Pokemon. You want me? Oh, you want me to hit the checkpoint?
No, we can't get to it from here.
Oh, not even if we bounce up.
No.
Okay, yeah.
It's just
Clever-
wide enough
clever
for him to
people.
throw stuff. Nope. Good job. Good job. You did what I couldn't.
Me and my quick reflexes. Known for them. Among other things. Oh, new guy. Okay. I mean, they're not really hurting us. Hmm. Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get you to get, but
Oh,
that works
well,
too.
I thought you knew.
Oh. Alright, alright. So, I guess let's do it. Since we ended with, actually, let's go down. I don't know where right leads. We ended with the Nintendo talk. Let's just get out of the way now. Okay, this is one we need to be in. Alright. You might want to shoot him with the, yeah, be easier. Alright, can you jump and move left?
Oh, sorry, I was taking a sip. Jump on this platform.
Oh, I mean, you can go if you want. I was gonna try and get under you. Oh,
Ah.
that works. Now we're in the same situation.
Actually, let's go back and switch. That'll be better.
Not that I don't have confidence in your ability. Just
I mean, I don't, but it's a perfectly valid response. Look at that guy over there going nuts. Ah, get me off this platform.
no.
Ah, tricky.
But talking about Nintendo. So you said you had something.
Well, a lot of people, well, not a lot of people. You know, when we say a lot of people, we just mean people on the internet, but complaining about the price of the. Oh, did you mean to go down? Sorry.
No, sorry. I'm just trying to figure out which way to go.
The price of the games is one thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the console itself, like, I don't know if that's. Some people were complaining about that price, but I don't know if it was that overpriced, right?
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Especially these days, where you know the PlayStation 5 and
Yeah.
so many dollars. But that's the only last point I wanted to bring up. That I had read that some people were complaining about the console itself.
Which
And I mean,
Mhm.
stuff. The info just came out. I mean, we can all take a breath, right?
Yeah. No,
Okay.
I think it's priced fairly, honestly. I don't think it's. We don't even have to use this to get that, but
Oh, do we have to?
here, watch out.
Oh, what is that? Oh, we got a new thing.
Yeah, here, get behind me. That way you can see.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
It allows you to go on like spikes and stuff too.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess that up. So let me switch. That's a good idea. Oh yeah. See,
All right, you might want to die for this,
can do.
just
These
because.
are my favorite words. Oh, you can jump on that. Are you jumping?
Yeah, it
Or
does
is
it for you.
doing it? Oh,
It does it automatically.
Oh, okay.
Thankfully.
Okay. That's.
You
that
can
was-
jump while you're on it. I think that's why they didn't give you control over jumping it.
Okay.
But no, the price is perfectly fair. The games is just a big issue because, again, my biggest argument is, and it's so again, I want to clarify with the whole. It's healthy to have disagreements with people. It's healthy to argue. It's healthy to push back in this manner. Because, again, it kind of helps keep people on both sides leveled and grounded so one doesn't go too far ahead than the other. And that's just my kind of reading of the whole situation. I probably won't be getting Switch 2 for a couple of years anyways. Because, I don't know. It is a vast improvement over what we've seen. But again, with $80 games, I want to see where they're going with that. Now back to gaming and having random conversations. It doesn't stop!
I'm having flashbacks to Double Dragon Neon.
Oh god, yeah.
Missiles.
Oh, the missiles, no. Let me get to the next screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. These things you use to kind of like jump, but you go down.
Or you have to keep jumping.
Yeah. Now, I don't know which way is the way to go. I think that's the way to go, so let's see what's over there. Alright, music note.
Use a rolling thing.
Nope. Yeah, try the rolling thing out.
I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna try it. We have a save point anyway.
Yeah, we got save points, so.
Oh. Oh, okay. But
oh, you use it
I could duck under it. You got to jump on
to
that.
jump on top. Gotcha. Look at us. Big braining.
There's a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle.
I'll let you do it then. And then you do it again.
Good question.
Can you do the punch thing?
It wouldn't carry me all the way over.
Oh, do you have to keep hitting something for it to...
Yeah, you have to have blocks. And I'm not risking that, so.
Good idea.
Oh, crap. What am I saying? Yeah. Keep forgetting that we can do that.
Ah! Why not? Ah!
Oh, move. We gotta, like, move with the platform, but also move. Yeah.
Ah!
No go. Oh no. Oh! I'm down. Good thing I came back when I did.
That momentum.
Yeah. I just need to get there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
I'll try and get some health. There we go.
I like the looks of those guys.
this seems harder to get to, so I'm going to assume that we go this way for a music note. Oh, there's a ladder here. There's also a sparkly thing there.
You can bounce on me?
Yeah. Let's just see. Okay, we have... Oh, we go back around anyways. So let's check out that sparkly real quick.
Oh, you don't have to go up at all for anything, do you? Well, I guess you don't have to do anything. But you could just jump off me anyway.
Yep. I'm not worried about those.
You let you have all the fun.
That's true. You never could. Eh. So, favorite arcade machines. Let's jump into that then. What I was thinking was, I was thinking about this, and then it led me to, well, what zany arcade machines can we remember? Because I was actually thinking about the test your strength muscle machine thing.
Okay.
First. And then that led me to things like hold on. Oh crap.
Oh,
Arcade machines like Marble Madness where you had like the controls with the trackball. Or like the whip for the Castlevania arcade machine that we played.
oh, I remember that.
It's all you. What else was there?
So you're talking
Those-
about arcades with like peripheral type things?
Yeah. Like the very popular Punchy arcade machine that a lot of bars
Yeah.
usually had.
Where you punch that punching bag thingy.
Or there was even, if I remember, there was an arcade machine at Galloping Ghost where it was like, depending upon how hard you hit the button. Shit.
Yeah. This might be
Solo.
Solo, yeah.
Yeah.
Let me knock these guys out. One more. There we go. I mean, outside of the more boring ones, like, well, I say boring, but I played this game to death, like Operation Wolf. But the guns.
Mhm.
I played so much Operation Wolf. I mean, it's probably, I don't know, there's got to be like a fishing one.
Oh yeah, there has to be a fishing one. I'm fairly
Not a
certain.
big fishing game person, but
Oh, you asshat. I was wondering more like also like not just unique control styles, I guess, but like that. You remember the hologram games? We saw those Sega ones.
yeah.
I just started going on like a
Talking
kick
about
of
unique
arcade machines. Or not really an arcade game, but the grip tester and
Remember we used to have the store in the mall in Taunton?
yeah.
We had one of those grip testers. I used to mess around with it all the time. Often cheating by using two hands.
Always cheating. Oh, I gotta go. No, no. Okay, I gotta get on my A game here. I promise, folks, we are.
Yeah, this is gonna be a no talking fight.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go silent, like we're in a sub.
Silent Hill. Silent Scream. Great Slayer song.
Well, since my arcade thing
Silent Scope.
blundered,
I didn't blunder, I don't think.
we
I'm actually in the back of my mind trying to think of anything other than.
and it's hard to play and remember and
Yeah.
talk. Try and do like 5 things at once here, guys.
Because the only thing that comes to my mind is I keep thinking of gun games.
Yeah, like speaking
Like
of
Silent Scope or
Time Crisis.
yeah, any of those.
All
Or
right.
you just go. I don't plan on doing anything.
Oh, you
Well, now I plan on doing something. Maybe.
no.
Nope.
Okay, let's try it this one. Once we get rid of the big guy here, up top, fall into the pit, and I'll solo it from here
Okay.
or from there. Let me put a dip in 2. Actually, we can do that. You go first. You got it. We're stuck. All right, you go first since.
Get a smaller helmet, buddy. All right,
We
so
did this
Paul,
before with
go ahead.
Capcom. Yeah, go ahead, Paul. We did this before with Capcom. Oh, they
How
are
did I not know this?
crap.
Let me just die by the big guy, I guess.
Yeah. Next screen. We'll do this. Let this guy kill you. Once I get by. All right.
Right
Plan
here.
2.
Come on. I'm right here. Come and get me.
Give me the cookie. Give me the cookie now. We did this with Capcom with Resident Evil, right? With our infamous Owen Wilson as Wesker and
Oh yeah, Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller as Chris Redfield. I want you to think hard and lead the conversation while I try and do this. And Silent Hill, because I've got one. Screw the gym. Is there more of that? Okay, we're good.
Oh, you want me to come back now?
Yeah, you can join. We should be good. We at least got a save point there. What was the fat guy in 2?
Eddie?
Eddie. Jack Black. No joke. though.
Oh.
I'd be curious to see Jack Black in a more serious role. Which he has done before. He Enemy of the State, right? He was in that.
The Jackal.
In the Jackal, yeah. Ah, did you make all that noise? I can't think straight. I have so much work to do. Just work on letting me pass, little friend. Oh, big words, Tin Gal. I'll show you a thing or two. And if you notice, the Tinker, when you do the body swap, has pigtails.
Oh. I see.
Pretty easy, right? Not really our boss. Only a single health bar. Falls down, spazzes out.
Those multiple.
Why would I trick you like that? I wouldn't trick you like that.
So you were thinking what, Silent Hill 2?
I know they made movies, but let's cast Silent Hill better. That's going to be the name of the series. Let's cast it better. All right.
Oh, you gotta jump on the I like this boss. Pretty neat. I mean, pain in the ass.
I mean, we could do it pretty easy with the anchor.
Oh. Oh wait, I don't have any magic. This is one of those Mega Man trick things where when you have the right
Right weapon.
Yeah.
Oh crap!
James Sunderland. You know what? It sounds kind of lazy, but Owen Wilson is James Sunderland.
Okay.
You just hear him talking, his reaction as he's going through town. Or when he finally sees, spoilers I guess, finally sees a video of him killing his wife, killing Mary. Oh yeah, gosh, darn, I forgot.
Wow.
I did that. I did do that, didn't I?
Wow, I killed her.
You gotta be better choices. This is a game I'm not very good at. Think of someone to do. The only reason I nailed that Ben Stiller one is because that particular cutscene in Resident Evil 5 looks literally like Ben Stiller on steroids. Towards the end, if you remember that one, where it like focuses on his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that's Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does James really have a personality outside of "I killed my wife"?
Doesn't have to be two, but yeah, he doesn't, does he? You know.
Everyone else around him has more personality, much more personality.
I guess people would argue, well, what's Harry? What's Harry? I lost my daughter. Have you seen my daughter?
They wouldn't be too different. I mean, that wouldn't be a bad argument either, right?
But I would argue that because he got a second game, it fleshes him out a bit more. At least it gives us holes that we can fill in. Okay, he was a loving father. He was looking after her. He was trying to hide her.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff. So you beat me at something.
Thanks. Didn't want me to see it. Just let's speed past this part. We don't want his ego to get too big.
Right, before we tackle that guy, we're gonna need to go see the king again. Yeah, I was also trying to pull different actors. It's so easy to get Owen Wilson.
Yeah.
No shade.
He works a lot for us. He works in a lot of our productions.
He does, He
in our
stops
mind.
by, and he's like, "Hey, when are you guys gonna mention me next?" Wow. I don't know if he has the hair for it, but I could have seen a Luke Wilson, to keep it in the Wilson, as Harry.
Yeah.
Give him some glasses.
How about someone new? I don't know the guy's name, but that guy in that new Twister movie that I saw part of before I left.
Okay, yeah.
Is that Glenn Powell? Is that his name?
I have no idea.
I know he's been in some other stuff.
I know who you're talking about, though. Yeah. As who?
Oh, just James, Harry. Pick one.
That's true, right? Okay, him
I kind of
as
think the more interesting casting would be who you would pick. Like you pick Jack Black for Eddie.
him as hold on, him as Harry. Then I would move Luke Wilson to Vincent.
That's what I was about to say. Is
Okay.
who the
Yeah.
like the supporting characters seem more interesting. Like who you would pick.
Who was the lady from Hereditary?
Toni Collette.
What about her? She's, you know,
It's like
a little
Dahlia,
older, but I was thinking not Dahlia, the one from 3,
Claudia.
Claudia.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
No. Hold on, I gotta get through this. What magic is this? Power, honor, the traits of a respectable warrior. Sir, I don't believe we've met. We meet today on the field of battle. We have both defeated many knights and traveled far. Today we fight. Stand aside, and you and I have no reason to battle. Conflict is a reason unto itself, brave knight. Today you will be tested. Are you ready? The great Tadakatsu Honda.
And then I was thinking,
Don't forget magic.
oh yeah.
Use it before you lose it. Oh, my. Does that not do anything to him?
Is it not doing anything? Hell if I hit them. Why can I not think? Leave me alone. Oh, okay. I cannot think of the lady's name.
Ha! I've been bested, but barely. You still need training to overcome what lies ahead. Farewell, Shovel Knight. Oh yeah, and if you lose almost no health, you get better rewards. So
Oh, well.
otherwise, you get like pennies. So
I didn't die. I'll take it.
right. I think we're safe enough to use this now. Buy these other things. Just dig up a hole in one sweep.
Oh,
That's
oh, these stack, right? Then?
Yeah, those do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Sean William Scott would have been a good Harry.
Okay.
Or not Harry, James.
James. Yeah.
Okay, who would you cast for your favorite Silent Hill, Downpour? I don't even know that guy's name.
He was. All I remember is he was a convict, right?
Or not Downpour, Homecoming, sorry.
Alex was his name, or was that his brother? I think his name was Alex.
Okay.
Him or his brother, Shepard was the last name. I remember that.
Oh.
Oh.
Well, we want that. Let me hop on your head up here.
I like how they slip on the ice. That's very neat.
Yeah. It's fair, right?
Ah!
Yeah, the guy from Downpour was Murphy Pendleton.
Okay. Oh, I got a good person for Mr. Shepard. I'm pretty sure it's Alex. I'll have to look it up when we have time, but I know the last name is Shepard. The guy from sorry, I'm not helping you.
No,
I'm
it's fine.
trying to remember. The guy from Supernatural who was also in The Boys.
Oh, yeah,
and then
yeah.
that Prison Break movie, I think, or show, right?
No, he wasn't in that. He was in the one about the coal miner crazy guy, killer. My Bloody Valentine.
Yeah. The good movie too.
Yeah, remake. Good remake.
What's his name? I'm not a Supernatural fan, so I can't.
Yeah, I'm not either.
Doesn't come to me.
The only episode of that I ever watched was that Scooby-Doo one. And I give him props for that. That was pretty good.
Oh, you probably should have had
Yeah, just go for it.
that. Okay. Whoa! Look at me standing right there, waiting for something to get hit that slowly comes down. How about that Supernatural crew, though? That one guy was in My Bloody Valentine remake.
Yep.
And the other guy was in Friday the 13th remake.
Yeah.
Both pretty not bad.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder if that was by design.
Hmm.
Who would you cast as that obnoxious girl?
Laura?
Yeah. Laura.
I don't know. I'd have to. I don't keep up much with newer actors, so it'd have to be. I don't know, like who the young people are these days.
That's the young people.
That's a good question.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh. I mean, if we're allowing to go back in time, then yes.
Hey, if she's gonna pretend to be in high school and never been kissed. No. Okay, forgot about that. You have to like knock these down first, and then you're safe.
I like the mechanics of this level. Pretty neat. Oh, I mean, I like him so far, but let's see what happens. For Maria, Lady Gaga.
Oh,
And I have no idea why I said that. Just because she.
that sounds like they do it though.
You know, she sings and she acts, and I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. I mean,
Well,
she might
then
be
I
good.
cast
don't think I've
Bradley
seen-
Cooper as the guy from Origin.
I don't think I've seen anything with Lady Gaga in it, but I think she's not bad. Right? She's been in stuff people have liked. We can just be lazy and cast Margot Robbie. She's not bad. I don't mind her.
As the girl from Downpour though, or not Downpour, Homecoming.
Okay. And I cannot even remember her name, so shows you how much I enjoyed Homecoming. That is cool.
This might be easier with one person.
Okay, go for it. I give you permission. Oh, you're hitting it. That is pretty
Yeah.
neat.
And then it vomits.
That is awesome.
I was gonna try and cheat. And you have to go like that and let it rise up a bit.
I mean, really, one fire shot should kill him because it's fire.
Yeah, it's fire, right? But let us know in the comments who you'd like to see.
Yeah. These are always like really good questions, but it's like off the top of my head. I'm not,
the Capcom one came off the top of our heads. It's one of those like lightning in the bottle things.
That visual.
Right? We can't really kind of force it.
Guys and people watching, if you can find the screenshot I'm talking about of Chris's face, it's towards the end when they're on that jet fighting Wesker, and I think. Oh, do I have to go with you?
Probably. I think it's one of those scrolling things. So.
Oh, okay.
All right, jump on 3. 1, 2, 3, and then we just keep jumping. Because I think we have to bring that with us.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you hit it. Hit it.
That's when Sheva. He's reaching for Sheva or something. It just focuses on his face, and it looks exactly like Ben. So that's where we got the idea. Ben Stiller for Chris.
I don't think we ever casted Sheva, did we?
No, I don't think so. And then we got as far as Owen Wilson as Wesker. And then it doesn't matter who you cast, because at this point, you're winning regardless.
You're winning. That is true.
Except that. That is not winning. That is not paying attention.
Sorry, I'll try and get... Oh! I saw it.
So what? Oh, okay.
Nope. I gotta get rid of this guy. Yeah, that's another one of those.
How many hammers does this guy have? Jeez.
Too many, brother. Too many. I'm gonna grab this and then you can join. There we go. I guess that'd be the same problem with Cheryl, right? We don't have the youth in mind.
Let us know in the comments who the good young actors are these days. Okay, what does this do? Clear space something?
Yeah. Clear space around you with a powerful blow.
Oh, so it's like an area effect?
Yeah. Does that.
Oh, wow. Oh, it knocks me back too. Keep that in mind. And I'm not going to use it because it will kill all of us. Oh, hold on.
Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. I'm gonna jump back. No! Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Whoa!
Sorry, Wolf.
I do feel bad for them. There was a ladder back there, wasn't there? Or did we...
It was just one that you can climb up to the top of the screen. It wasn't like a secret area or anything. It's what that guy was throwing hammers from.
Oh. I need to pay more attention. Yeah.
Alright, let me try to bring this. Let me try this.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. Make sure to hit it whenever you're ready. Yeah.
Alright.
Look at that. We did that. Oh, don't destroy them. We need them
Oh, okay.
to get across.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ah.
So, easy way would be stand where I'm at. And then I'll jump on your head. Get up here. And then I'll try and do this.
I'm just gonna let you get to the checkpoint first. Oh, that doesn't kill them.
Yeah, you hit the their throat thing. But I can just go to the next screen.
They're gizzard.
Gizzards.
The gizzard is.
If you want to use the anchor. Damn. Word, come out. Axe, anvil. Oh, you got 2 for 1.
Yeah. That's my good deed for the day.
Oh, I didn't know that went up. Let's go. Is there any down there?
I was gonna get the.
Oh, the gems.
Yeah. That reminds me though, gizzards. When I was way back when I worked for. Remember the junior food stores?
Yeah, yeah.
We used to have them, and I worked for one in Panama City. We used to make. We used to have to cook the livers and gizzards. It was disgusting.
Why? Because the lizard or the liver or the gizzards?
They're just, I don't know, I was never into them. No offense to people that like livers and gizzards. But, gross. And we had to fry them too, so it was like greasy and bleh.
Yeah, just go exit screen.
Oh. I'm in a weird zone right now, I'll tell you. No.
Alright,
Okay. Hold on. Which one? Oh, this.
the phase lock, yeah. And stand right here. No! 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 Didn't work.
Ah, sorry. I was jumping the snowball guy. Probably
It's
need
all
to
good.
take him out first.
Go ahead and jump. Nope. Didn't work.
I'm gonna take out, yeah, shoot that snowball.
Alright. Try jumping. There we go. I got it. We're getting it.
From what I hear, it's a puzzle.
It is
I
a puzzle.
literally just watched that guy sweep that. We have to be careful. Oh, you might want to heal up. I don't know. Use the potion. Oh, checkpoint. Okay. I mean, when we respawn at the checkpoint, we have full health, right?
Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna let this boss do the voice work. Humph. So, my old friend, the day has finally come. This will be our photo duel. Should we not lay down our shovels and part as equals? Humph. The order has no equals. Surely you can recognize power. Join us. You've forgotten our oath. What happened to the proud warrior I knew? Humph. No more words. The bitter cold will claim you. I'm just running.
I like this guy.
Yeah, the male version's like a big gruff guy with a beard.
So, like, all the cold enemies in games are big and
Yeah, they are.
introspective.
Outside of maybe Chill Penguin.
Like this person and Raven. And by all these people,
Well.
I just mean those two.
I was gonna say, Iceman is also not really that big. The original Mega Man.
Fireballs cure all.
Oh, that's right. Create spikes.
Oh, I love that the shovel is a snow shovel. That is awesome.
Mm-mm.
Don't forget your health thing.
Yep.
Nice. The well thought out bottle. Or well thought out bottle. Jesus, what is going on? Well thought out baffle design. That's what I mean.
Yeah, all right. Just tongue-tied when you're doing recordings.
The little snow motif with the snow shovel. Pretty well thought out battle. Good job, developers.
Oh yeah, don't get excited, folks. Just a Red Bull.
Awaken. Awaken.
I am on the cusp of greatness. Hold on.
Oh.
Who was the bad guy in 4? What was his name? I just played it too.
Oh, Walter Sullivan.
Yes, Walter Sullivan. Would be. Are you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Chris Pratt.
Oh. Has he even ever done anything like that?
At most, he's played like jerk characters. Where they're just like the jerk that gets pooped on, like in that, what was it, Wanted?
Oh.
With Angelina Jolie and
Yeah, never.
Split Guy. Apparently based on a comic. I never read it though.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, we gotta go do this real quick
Yeah.
and fill up some stuff.
Fill out the fish, apple fish guy, person, fish.
First, we'll do this because if I remember, this was a thing.
Oh, is that it? Mm.
No, I guess he just gives us magic. What happens if you just keep mashing? I guess sworn you got something or unlocked something, but I guess not. Never mind. I was gonna say about Ryan Reynolds being a bad guy, but he's a bad actor and everything. Yeah, shots fired.
He was pretty good in that last one we saw that I enjoyed, Smoking Aces.
Oh yeah, Smoking Aces. Yeah, that's a good movie.
Also, I would say he's a good Deadpool, but then again, I, no offense to anyone, I do not care for Deadpool. So enjoyed the movies though, but not because of Deadpool.
Yeah. Alright, just do what I do. Except fall off. If I fall off, don't do that.
Every time you say that is, I'm like, well, I mean, but you make it look easy.
Oh, thanks. I didn't mean for that to happen, but...
Oh, I planned that. Okay, hold on.
You can hit those.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's all on you now.
Oh, great. Hold on. Oh, do I have to?
Down dive on the blocks, yeah.
Look at the video game veteran, just standing and getting hit, and doing this.
Well, I don't think just let me take the lead. I just say it, but
I'll see you at the end of the level. How about that?
I forgot that this one's pretty much like Death Trap the game. So I'll
I
go
could've
solo.
shot that guy, right? Yeah.
Who just what?
Shot him or something. Or hit that guy with the axe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of the most useful weapons in a game, and we just keep forgetting it. The anchor. Yeah. Oh, I really hear the music now. Catchy music. Nice.
Yeah, the whole series is great.
Granted, you're much more the video game music person than I am. And music in general, I think. Still don't listen to much music, even the older stuff.
Yeah, it's not much newer. I've just been enhancing my old catalog. Mostly the older stuff.
Yeah, I have playlists on Spotify of older stuff. And I still just... Usually when I'm driving, like, long distances. This is not often. Oh, speaking of which, what weekend is that weekend, Easter?
That I do not know.
Okay, we'll deal with that later. I'll get curious. Because I do have to stop by my April visit.
You can need to join, but there's gonna be more of that.
Nah, keep going. You're good. I'm enjoying what I'm doing now. Oh, this guy I like. He's cool. I mean, design is cool.
Yeah.
Self.
It's probably a jerk. Do you know what would make for a horrible movie? BioShock.
You think?
Because the protagonist never talks. Can you think of an actor who'd be like, you have no lines in the movie?
Well, Nick Cage did it for Willy's Wonderland. Remember that one?
Yeah, I could have sworn he may have like talked at one point. Towards the end.
He might have. Still, bonus, Nick Cage.
Nick Cage for BioShock, folks. I don't know who you get for Andrew Ryan. That's a great video game
Jeffrey
quote.
Rush.
Rush. That's a great pick.
That immediately came to mind. I'm probably never going to make a better pick than that.
Wow, that's like a legit good pick.
We're all surprised. I mean,
everybody, even the chat. But there is no chat, but still. If there was a chat.
Also, that's a legitimate question. Like, for non-video game players, it's not going to matter, but if you do a BioShock movie, spoiler alert, I guess, do you put the twist in? You would have to, right? That's such a big part of the game.
Yeah. Or would they go the other route and ruin it by not putting the twist in?
Past history says they would ruin it somehow. Right?
Then again, I mean, they might improve the ending with that last boss.
Yeah, that almost made my pet peeve list, by the way. And bosses that don't kind of measure up. But to be fair, a game like that is a lot of a game like that is determined, right? Especially for a game like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess I could have joined you there.
For some reason, I'm getting images of what's his name from Breaking Bad and BioShock.
No,
no,
Aaron Paul, Jesse,
Gus Fring.
Oh, Gus Fring. Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, that's it. Giancarlo. Yeah.
For what now?
Someone in Bioshock. I just feel like he'd fit as like one of the doctors or something. Oh crap!
There was. Let's see. There was that doctor person in the beginning, like the first boss, I think, right?
Yeah,
That
that's right.
plastic surgery, whatever, slicer boss. Not Atlas, I don't think, right?
No.
Or Frank Montana. Oh, you know what? This could also apply to Jeffrey Rush, Xander Cohen.
Oh yeah.
He could be a good Xander Cohen, maybe, right?
Damn it. No. Why do I keep missing that? No. Okay. Well, I'm glad I missed that. Oh, new item. This might help. Oh, yes, I remember this vaguely. This is going to help a lot. Alright, now we got all the items, so... You shouldn't have to worry about gold now.
What did that item do? I wasn't paying attention. Dagger. Oh, like the thrust thingy?
Yeah. Oh! Go. Alright, sorry I got quiet. I was just
No,
focusing. Alright, this should make this part a lot easier then. Because now I just have to dash across. Nope! Not easier. Kind of easier, but not quite. There we go. Asshole. Yeah, that's going.
Yeah, sorry to make you go through all this.
No, it's all good. Just trying to keep things moving. In regards to the conversation.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that. For those of you who don't know me in the chat, I'm not a very talkative.
That's why I'm kind of curious what they're going to do with the Zelda movie. So he doesn't talk.
He's going to have to, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And what I mean by doesn't talk, I'm talking about, like, outside of the 90s cartoon, he does not talk.
And they cannot go that route. I mean, they can't make him like that.
Well, excuse me, princess. Okay. Well, you're back now.
Okay.
Tried to make
Let's see how it goes. But I would think they would not want to go that route, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to try that out.
Oh, crap. Respawning enemies.
Okay. Hold on. Sorry, let me get this. I feel like this would be more useful. Shit.
Oh, wait. Okay, I thought it saved you. No, Didn't save you.
I mean, they kind of have to play Link straight, right? Like, not the goofy, I would hope. Not turn him into like a... And I hate to keep pooping on the guy. Because I do enjoy stuff he's been in, but like a Chris Pratt type of hero, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Snarky.
Yeah.
And they could even just make him like a quieter person, you know? He can talk, but just be...
Yeah, make him like Clint Eastwood.
Yeah, like a quiet. Say something when he has to say something, you know?
Come on, Rat.
And my mind's kind of... I'm trying to think of who that would be. This goes back to that not knowing many young actors.
Yeah, because if it was old actors, it'd obviously be Kurt Russell.
Yeah. A young Kurt Russell actually would not be a bad show.
No, no. Oh, this is bad.
Those poor rats just hanging on like propellers. Rats.
Rats with propellers.
Nice, very nice.
Bide my time, bide my time.
No hurry. No hurry, as I say, is a spell.
Yeah, again, the game wasn't balanced for... Let me try and get this checkpoint real quick. Okay. You want to join, you can. Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Now, this is simple, just it blows the wind up and down, and you have to time it. Like that.
Oh, is there no indication of where it is?
The leaves.
Oh, the leaf. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so if we're still contemplating Zelda, you would have to cast someone for the Zelda. Who do you cast for Ganon? And damn it, is it Ganon or Ganondorf?
Both.
Or is Ganon short for Ganondorf?
It's both. It's different versions of Ganon.
I kind of prefer just Ganon, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's usually his more human form. The Ganondorf is usually like the more monster form.
So who do you, who would be your Ganon or Ganondorf? Jeffrey Fleisch. I'm gonna ride that.
You are. I would have to say, for Ganon...
Oh, I got it. Haha, because he's kind of a big guy, right? Ganon?
Yeah.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I was gonna go with the guy from House of Ashes that we saw. That was in American History X. He was really heavy set, and then he got bulked and built. He was in Mallrats. You probably won't recognize him.
Who is he in House of Ashes?
He was one of the family. Or no, it was the Quarry, wasn't it? The Quarry.
Okay.
He was in the Quarry.
Oh, okay.
He was one of
one of the two
Lance
that
Henriksen's
run
kids.
around. Yeah, okay. Gotcha.
I was trying to help you. Kind of, sort of, help you. Ah, my petite blue friend, the sunset sea is beautiful, no? Get down here and face me, you gyroscopic jester. Oh, so rude, my crew. They were not hospitable. My ship, it was not magnificent. I'm not here to be entertained. I must reach the Tower of Fate. Ah, business, no pleasure. Such a shame. Very well then, on guard.
It would have been so cool if he said your mother was a hamster and your father smells of elderberries. Or vice versa. Whatever the quote was. This is another really neatly designed battle.
Just wait. Oh crap, I didn't know that was going to one-shot me. I thought I'd take off half my health. Okay.
Now that I vaguely see what's going on.
Yeah, it doesn't matter with that.
What do I want? Alright, hold on.
If you go first, you can just spam fireballs, maybe?
Well, but I was thinking, like, I'm gonna try it, because that's my go-to move, but...
Oh, it looks like it doesn't hurt him. Oh, it does, maybe. Oh, he just takes 2 shots.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't spam it, it'd be... Ah, okay. That's just cheating, buddy. I like to think I was distracting him. Good job. Yeah. Oh, he had a rose, I think.
Yeah.
Often. It's pretty neat.
Now, there is a different boss fight against them when you play as Spectre Knight. All the bosses have different, like, mechanics. They don't fight the same when you play through the other campaigns.
That is really cool.
So, like, there's a part where the airship in the background becomes a part of the actual fight. Because you're having to, like, bounce around off stuff and everything. As you're fighting up in the sky. Yeah, this is really, said it before, but one of the best Kickstarter games, I think, ever made, ever done. Oh, we cleared those out pretty good.
Yeah.
Ah, Shovel Knight, the movie. Animated, I think it'd do well.
Yes.
Oh, hey, a health upgrade.
Yeah. 90% of the things I'd want to watch would be animated.
Yeah. Cuphead, I never watched the show, but they had a show. It was not quite to my taste and humor. But...
That reminds me, there's,
oh, hold on, where are we at? We're about time to do a list. I'll go do the shopping, and then I'll do the list, so...
Alright, while you're shopping...
Sorry, I didn't mean to... Well, I need you to...
Oh, okay. You need me to go with you?
Yeah. I need you to go with me.
I want you to go off screen. Oh, no. Okay.
Yeah, unless it scrolls the screen, but the screen's too long. So let's... you can go to the bathroom. I'll do the list. I think I start this time, anyways.
Alright, I'll be real fast.
Heroes of Might and Magic movie would be kind of neat. Alright. We're loaded to the gills. Okay, so we're stuck here. Alright, we're going to do 10 fictional settings. There were no real rules. They didn't have to be specific to the setting. We use setting as like a whole encompassing kind of concept, instead of like a certain house or location. That would make for a separate list, right? Top 10 fictional locations. And I like to remind everyone that this is the best place to get your top 10 lists from anywhere on the internet, because we give you 20 for the price of 10. That's a deal. It's a total steal. I already forgot half of like these one-liners I give, where I'm like, oh, that'd make a great title for a so-and-so, for a segment. Old man memory. Strikes again. Let's change the tune a bit. Also, let's see what we're missing. 11, 12, 17, 19, 22, 27, 38. Yeah, we're missing a lot. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, I really should have a... I normally do have a pen lying around, but apparently I don't at this point in time. So, of course, when this airs, the Nintendo talk will probably be out of the internet system, so we're going to be behind. Well, not really behind the times, but it's just how it works. I've been trying to fit in stuff in different places, and I'll advance some stuff up, because I got Until I Have You coming up, which is a pretty good game. Recommend it. So make sure you check on those for the weekend stuff at times, because I want to try and get into doing like smaller games that I can recommend that are maybe like $5 to $10. Some I need to stop saying some that I've played over the years, and maybe explore and look at some others. There's actually some H.P. Lovecraft games I've been looking at, but those are always hit or miss, you know. All that said and done, though, actually, yeah, I couldn't tell you what's the best H.P. Lovecraft game I've played. Cthulhu Mythos. But I hope you all are doing well and having a good day. If not, let us know in the comments. We'll jam out, you know. I should be able to get around without his input on this for most of these. Alright, let's see our numbers here. 51 Doug. The amount of gold you've collected is 129,000. Number of times you've fallen is 94. Total time you've spent adventuring is 5 hours. Not a witch.
What I missed?
She's dancing because we beat Spectre Knight. I forget sometimes they do this stuff. It's good animation too. So reminds me of Broccoli.
Can do it too.
Yeah, even the witch, who's not a witch. Not a witch.
Oh,
Hey.
did you start your list? I'm sorry.
No, I haven't started the list. Oh,
Oh.
I didn't know she had. You gonna give us something now?
Maybe music.
Yeah, she did. These two don't.
Okay.
Okay, so list. Top 10 fictional settings. Just going to run with it now. Werewolf the Apocalypse. Technically Old World of Darkness, but specifically Werewolf the Apocalypse because what they did is they took things we are familiar with basically horror and monsters, added a twist of punk, and created a world that had a mix of influences from books and mythology and movies. So you have your Lost Boys vampires, you've even got your Interview with a Vampire type vampires, you've got werewolves fighting Cthulhu, eldritch beasts from other dimensions, you've got multiple almost like a Stargate kind of feel to it where there's different realms of realities that contain different werewolves that can travel into the spirit world, and then different other realms such as like a realm that's modeled after the Industrial Revolution, World War I era, where it's an entire dimension of nothing but factories and red skies and smoke and everything.
That's very interesting. They have books based off that?
No, the setting, just some of the inspirations, when they list inspirations, they cite books and movies. So things like The Howling or Interview with the Vampire, or even anime like Demon City Shinjuku, Wicked City. Especially for stuff like Demon Hunters, like Demon Hunter Companion. They do have books. I got all the. But
Yeah, that's what I meant. They
core,
don't have like.
they're like role playing books. There are novels, but they're not that good.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah.
I'd love to read stuff like that.
But they got mummies. They've got werewolves, mages, ghosts, vampires.
Merman?
In a way, there are weresharks.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yep. Rokea is what they're called. Rokea. They got were-gators, were-foxes, were-spiders, were-ravens, were-cats of all varieties. And I'm missing probably a dozen others. But the setting's bleak. It's splatterpunk, so it's a mixture of personal and existential horror with things that are really cool, like being able to be a giant werewolf. You have things like Irish Fomori that were incorporated from the mythology, the Fomori being like their equivalent of monsters or giants, being one of the main foes that they fight. And it's just, if you took everything from all these different sources, Lovecraft and horror and science fiction, and just mashed it together, it's a jambalaya in setting form, and it all works. So splatterpunk being a genre I'm kind of a fan of in general, whether it's writing or film wise. It's more of an emotion than like anything you could pin down, kind of like existentialism when it comes to philosophy. But yeah, Werewolf the Apocalypse in the Old World of Darkness. I didn't like the New World of Darkness. They sanitized it way too much. Number two of my favorite settings in general are cyberpunk and fantasy. What Shadowrun does is it literally takes both of those and puts them together. So you have elves and orcs in a cyberpunk dystopian future where the phrase is never make a deal with a dragon, because dragons are CEOs of corporations, with one of the oldest being a German dragon, the head of, I forgot the name of the German company, but and people, this is a world where it's basically, once again, pulling from literature and movies and putting it into this setting. It's the best parts of Cyberpunk without a lot of the downfalls that you would get with it, which would be, kind of like what I argue about with zombie movies. A lot of zombie stuff's boring to me because usually they focus on the human drama, and the zombies become like a whirlwind. But you can't really get away with that in Shadowrun. And much like Werewolf the Apocalypse, I mean, you could have aliens show up, you could have unexplainable things. It's just a setting that has limitless potential, but it also, again, marries fantasy with cyberpunk, two genres where it works, unlike steampunk doesn't really ring any bells for me. But you get magic, you get decking, which is jacking in with computers to go through cyberspace and everything. It's just a really interesting world that gets enhanced. If you think Blade Runner's cool, Blade Runner with elves is even cooler. Those, coincidentally, are two of my longest running RPG games I've ran over the years. Still, I don't run any games anymore, but I mean, up until maybe about 6 years ago, I was doing games of both of those systems. Shadowrun does have a lot of books. They're alright. They're nothing to write home about, but they're fun little popcorn reads.
Yeah.
They're better
if you got to spend a day waiting somewhere. Like the kind of stuff we would read on duty.
Exactly. And some are better than others because, different authors. But they are better, leagues better than the Werewolf the Apocalypse, World of Darkness books, for example. Or novels. Let me clarify that. Number 3, fantasy, like I said, is one of my favorite settings, and I can't think of a more... And you're going to hear me say this a lot because it's just kind of true. They took bits of human history. They took some of the best parts of fantasy, Tolkien, Dungeons & Dragons, mashed it together, and created Warhammer Fantasy. And the reason I prefer Warhammer Fantasy, not Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy Battles, is because it's bleak, it's gloomy, it's dark, it allows for heroism, which is something the other systems, the other two I listed, are also kind of allude to. It has zombies being zombies, so they're more like the Return of the Living Dead zombies rather than Night of the Living Dead. Shooting them in the head ain't going to do anything. You have to kind of chop them up. It is that 12 minutes to midnight scenario where the world's at right on the cusp of doom and doomsday. And how do they fight back against overbearing odds from all corners of the world, the old world. It's just an amazing setting that, as much as Tolkien laid a huge foundation for it, I think Warhammer Fantasy took it into a good direction with that darkness. And there's humor in it, too. It's not just all grim-dark. There was a period where it was a grim-dark setting, but... big fan of magic, fantasy, swashbuckling. And all that's in it, so... Number 4, Dune. It's the reason I put Dune on there and say not 40k is Dune is 40k without basically the chaos elements. So it's more down to earth, which seems kind of weird considering my first 3 picks were kind of extreme. Like they were the thing that they are, but ramped up to 11. And Dune kind of scales the sci-fi back compared to, say, something like Warhammer 40k. And I think it works better because he just crafted such a well thought out world where even the politics wasn't boring. Modeled after, chivalry and houses and stuff, and to an extent on how the different factions are formed. But yeah, I don't want to give too much away because I know you're going to start reading that eventually. So
yes,
it's
today actually
one of the best properties I can think of for how to build a world. So if you're someone that's looking to maybe write your own novel or maybe make your own video game and you you have these ideas for this expansive world, then I would recommend Dune and, of course, Lord of the Rings to see in the Silmarillion. Those books will help you figure out what you need to look at, how to kind of function and create your own foundation for your own setting. So,
I get the feeling, if you don't mind me interjecting, it's easy to build a world if you just concentrate on like the cool action parts of it, but to really nail the, I guess, everyday, not mundane isn't the right word, but like the politics, like the stuff like that, you know.
it's a lot easier to craft a world using, and I don't mean this negatively, but like superficial action set pieces. It's a lot harder to take the boring part and make it interesting and expand and fill in the background and the blanks. So it's kind of like a picture where you're like, oh, the foreground drawing is really neat, but you didn't do anything with the background.
Yeah,
right?
That's a good.
Or you kind of like haze it over, or do like a quick shading kind of deal.
You make a comic book and you just have the two characters fighting, but nothing else.
Yeah.
In the scene, so.
Just like a sun with a smiley face in the background. Yeah. I'll get to it later. Yeah. Number 5, this one is Malifaux, and this one also it's kind of a amaglam, hodgepodge. It follows in suit with the first 3 picks I selected, and that is, as much as I don't like 3rd edition because of the rules, and they took away the masters I played, Kaladi and Nicodemus were the 2 masters I played with that. Let's see, how do I describe why it... First, let me say why it's cool. It takes 3 things I heavily enjoy: westerns, horror, fantasy. Mashes it together. So Malifaux is a world or a reality in another dimension. Portal opens up on Earth. Companies go through it. They find another world, one more fantastical, and they're kind of vying for power for the resources over there. And it's set during like a Western time frame, so everything's more, 6-shooters and whatnot, Gatling guns, rotary gun type stuff. And then you have the factions, which you have like I can't remember all the factions names. The Resurrectionists were like necromancers. The Neverborn are like fairies in the sense of like old school Irish, Scottish fairy tales, where they're evil. They're both evil and good and malicious just all around. So they can manifest as almost anything. Like one of them was called the Dreamer, and he manifested in a child who's... let me send this to you real quick, and as I talk. I think the actual creature's name is Lord Chompy Bits.
I'm actually looking at some Malifaux stuff now. That's really neat.
And then you have the Gremlins, which are modeled after like backwoods hicks. They get drunk all the time, and anyways, it's basically the fact that it's a Western, and it contributes to the wild, weird genre, which is something I am a bit of a fan of. And it's just really cool, right? Like, I did fall in love with the models, of course.
Yeah, these models are amazing. The ones I'm looking at. And it's too bad they didn't do anything to this property. Like,
yeah, video games or movies. There's been talks for years.
God, like how cool would a game based off this stuff be?
The Arcanists. They're like your magic, and then you have the Guild, which is like your... you don't want to say good. There's no one really good in Malifaux, but...
Yeah.
Once again, it's got that dark fantasy edge to it, and just the Western theming. Really interesting world. A lot of stuff they've played around with over time. It was one of the better tabletop systems too, because they use cards instead of dice, and they advanced the plot line, which is why I can't use the masters that I used to play in 2nd edition, because they both were killed. So that's why I haven't continued with the game since. But a 9 out of 10 times, the setting that I like is it's rule of cool kind of stuff, with some rare examples. But once again, it's another example of a setting where they took inspiration and just racked it up to 11. Number 6 is Judge Dredd. It's satire, it's horror, it's a setting where the idea of these mega cities that are as large as states, surrounded by a barren post-apocalyptic wasteland, you can tell any story you want. And that's much like Werewolf the Apocalypse. That's part of the reason I like the Judge Dredd setting. Because Judge Dredd could be a horror story in one comic, and then the next one it could be a straight-up comedy kind of thing. You can go anywhere, do anything with it. There's socio-political commentary. There's just mindless fun. There's you name it. There's something for everyone. Maybe not in that individual issue, but in one of the issues you'll find something. So Judge Dredd. One day we'll get another movie. One that kind of ventures outside of just a single block. Granted, it was a good movie, but...
it was a good movie, but yeah. Expand on the world a bit.
Because there's so much of it. I mean, there's mega cities all over the globe, too. Like, Russia had one. There was a whole arc about that. The Russian judges... of course, that released also, pre the end of the Cold War, so there was a lot of that in those issues. So, number 7 is Outlaw Star. Why Outlaw Star instead of, say, something like Serenity? Well, again, both, because I think Outlaw Star does what Serenity does, or Firefly, but better. It's a space western, and you have ships with robot arms, and cats that pilot ships. You get aliens, you get action, you get adventure, you get kind of new age swashbuckling. The Taoist Syndicate isn't really kind of fleshed out as much as I would have liked it to have been, and there's quite a few filler episodes. Anyway, this is more about the setting itself, though. Not the biggest fan of sci-fi in general, outside of like subgenres like cyberpunk. But this one hits all the marks because it's basically kind of the reason I didn't put Star Wars on the list. Is what I like about Star Wars is the smugglers, the Hutts, the bounty hunters, the anything but Jedi. And Outlaw Star is basically that, but with Jedi in a sense of have magic in the world. But like the guy who came up with this idea, magic bullets sounds stupid until you realize he has a gun that can only shoot bullets or shells that contain magic in them, and different shells are associated with different numbers, meaning they have different properties. So one might be a fireball or a big explosion, the other one might slow down time within a certain area. It was just brilliant. So Outlaw Star is my number 7 because it does what Firefly did, but I think better. It was able to allow that science fiction to bleed through without saying, let's try and make it a bit more realistic. Number 8, again, just rule of cool, video game, Age of Mythology. Not really a cop-out, kind of a cop-out, but I'm a huge fan of mythology, and Age of Mythology, the game, is just an excuse to have different mythologies fight against each other on a map. And I think a TV show, world, anime, movie, where that's a thing is pretty darn cool. And much like Werewolf the Apocalypse or Shadowrun or really even Judge Dredd, Age of Mythology, of course, there's that connection to the real world, so it's a lot easier to see the potential of coolness within the setting. You don't have to think it's too abstract when you're thinking about it. So, and the best thing about the Age of Mythology setting is when someone plays it, they're like, I have never heard of this. Let me look it up. And that's pretty cool to me. You know, yeah, you can say I've never heard of Werewolf the Apocalypse. Let me look it up, and then you look it up, and that's it. But with Age of Mythology, then you get down in that rabbit hole of the actual historical myths, and then how that related to things, and then you see the inspirations that's had on other stuff, and so on and so forth. And arguably, you could say if it wasn't for the setting of Age of Mythology being inspired by real world mythology, we wouldn't have 90% of what we have for entertainment value, right?
Yeah.
Number 9. This is one I should have said also if you're well, no, because it's kind of a sloppy mess if you're trying to create your own setting. The Cthulhu mythos, Lovecraft. All right, because even his own short stories weren't really as interconnected as a lot of people think or say. Yeah. A lot of them were just short stories. Gave us existential dread, Lovecraftian horror. I use it to define itself, but that's the best way to describe it. Greatest fear of man is the fear of the unknown. Some of the best tabletop games I had was Call of Cthulhu. So not only do you have the stories you can pull from the setting, but Chaosium, who did the Call of Cthulhu games, their rule books also have a lot of setting stuff there. And I don't know, just the fact that it's kind of counter to some of my previous options where it was about heroism and all this jazz. In Cthulhu, there are no heroes. There's not even any survivors.
Nope.
You know, it's just fate and doom, dread.
You'll be a hero all of 5 minutes, and then your sanity's gone.
And then your sanity's broken. Just because you saw a fish person that said, "I'll try you."
Yep.
But no, the monsters are all cool. The designs are always great whenever you see them. There's a reason a lot of horror films draw on H.P. Lovecraft. Even if it's not like directly, but like the way the terror is presented. And yeah, just rule of cool would probably be my 3-letter word or 3 words to describe my entire list, because the next one is tied into that. Number 10 would be what I'm calling the Robert E. Howard verse. Conan, Cole, Solomon Kane, because technically they're all in the same timeline, and they're connected to H.P. Lovecraft's works. They've confirmed that in their correspondent letters at times, how they kind of reference one another in their stuff. What Lovecraft did for horror, Robert Howard did for fantasy and adventure. And as much as I love Tolkien, Conan, Cole, Solomon Kane, it's that darker edge. It's that, I don't want to say mature, but it's more visceral.
Gritty, maybe?
Yeah, gritty would be a good word for it, too. Again, you wouldn't have dark fantasy without Robert Howard's Conan, Cole, the Conqueror, Solomon Kane. Real cool. I just dig. Part of the problem is most of my fictional settings are all within the same like 2 or 3 genres, and I like them all for the same reason, which is they're dark, they're brutal usually. They give the chance for heroes to rise up, fighting monsters, losing sometimes, or in Cthulhu case most of the time. Yeah, it has necromancers too. So, all right, I'm gonna stop it there. Otherwise, I'm gonna keep even losing more of a firm grasp, which was very tenuous at best through this top 10 fictional settings. So, that's my top 10 list. Those are the settings that I enjoy the most. Let me know in the comments if you could better understand my list. Maybe it's because of the horror aspect, the grittiness.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a couple on there that wouldn't fit with that. Like Age of Mythology isn't really gritty, but But the hero slant doesn't really kind of connect to all of them either. So that's my list.
There's like an interconnected. There's definitely a whole bunch of lore to the stuff you mentioned, and every time you mention something, it's usually something I've like the Age of the Werewolf the Apocalypse stuff, and you know it just sounds so interesting that you know it really does make me want to read books on it. Like you gave me the Warcraft or not Warcraft, the Warhammer.
Oh yeah.
One. Just not to get too deep into it because you could lose yourself, like you mentioned, the rabbit hole, but just reads just some cool stuff, really cool stuff about all these universes that you mentioned.
Now there are actually in Werewolf the Apocalypse, Vampire the Masquerade, there are like at times in the role-playing game books they have like inside stories, like from a character's perspective or something. Like I think I loaned you the Tzimisce Vampire the Masquerade one time. There was a story about forgot what war it was, but the guy hid in a tank and realized it was fleshy and found out that the vampire had been hibernating in the tank. And the thing about Tzimisce vampires is they could flash people or craft people's flesh. So he would use like use people's flesh and bones to kind of line the inside of the tank, because it was taking place during winter or something. So that guy didn't escape from it.
But like the Malifaux thing, like I'd never even heard. Like Werewolf the Apocalypse, I'd heard of, but like the Malifaux thing, I'd never even heard of, and I just started looking up various things about it, and it does look so freaking neat, Like right upon seeing the miniatures and stuff, I'm thinking, I would love to read something about this.
Yeah, I don't know if Malifaux's got any novels. I haven't really looked. Weird Games, that's the people who do Malifaux. Yeah, 90% of it is just, I guess it's the fact that they also have like well-crafted lore and go deep, and I kind of like that deepness. I like, even if it's like surface level deepness, I know that seems contradictory, but like there's a wealth or breadth of actual information on it, I love big chunky charts and big books that have filled with lore.
That's something that's always impressed me with role-playing game companies, is that they take the time to build that lore,
Yeah.
They don't just say, here's this really cool design, he's got 100 hit points, 200 magic points, They'll detail exactly everything about that character and their lives and anything you'd want to know about it. It's really impressive.
Yeah, I do apologize for the sloppiness of that. It's just...
It's like one of my lists. So.
A lot of it's just going to be me saying it's because it's just damn cool,
And it's like, we probably mentioned this before, but how freaking neat would it be just to have that job, Hey, sit down for the day and flesh out this really cool character's story.
Yeah, I'd love it. I mean, I've got a couple projects I've been working on. I've been working on my own Lord of the Rings for a while now, for a couple of years. Fantasy World. Yeah, it was my dream job for a while. I wanted to get into, was just doing that. All right, we gotta press that and Y. So, but thank you for sticking with it, folks. I know it was bumbling, but again, nothing is scripted.
Oh, they ain't seen nothing yet. Well, they just saw that.
Alright. Come back if you want to, but this is just going to be one of these types of things.
Yeah, let's wait.
I didn't even get to, like, honorable mention to Infinity. Why don't you look up Corvus... I think it's Corvus Belli Infinity.
Infinity?
Yeah.
Is that with a Y or an I? I know sometimes they get cute.
Oh, never mind. It's going to be with an I. Or Y. Y, sorry. Y.
Alright, I'll wait till that. I will try, people. I will try. Can't promise you,
Alright.
Oh, okay.
This one's going to be a bit interesting.
You have to do it that way?
Yeah. Oh! Okay, I tried to get there. Alright. So. Yeah, look up Corvus Belli Infinity, I think. I play the Ariadna faction, which is Scottish werewolves and Americans.
Scottish werewolves. Do they wear kilts?
They wear kilts and they carry huge ass swords. So, real quick, the faction, the Ariadna or whatever they're called, crash land on a planet. I think they were a mixture of Russian, Scottish, and American. And when they got on the planet, they ran into these life forms called antipods, which are basically werewolves. And then they started biting people, and that's how those forces started to incorporate werewolf warriors in their faction. It's kind of like an allegory to the, when the Indian tribes and all that jazz. Mm-hmm. So they're like the antipods allegory. But yeah, check that out. There's a lot of neat stuff there too. That would make for a really good video game.
Yeah, I'm looking at this werewolf with guns and... Is that what it is?
Should be one of them, yeah.
That looks really, really cool.
And there's different factions that... There's like mechs and Bubblegum Crisis style bodysuits and... or hard suits as they're called in Bubblegum Crisis, but...
Yeah, this stuff is just...
The other faction I played in was Nomads, I think was the other one. But Hawk Islam I play a little bit of.
Insanely cool. Look at this shit. I love the miniatures, man. All these miniatures. Props to people that can paint those things, man.
Yeah, I know I promised I was going to do some painting videos, but it's probably not going to happen for a while.
And I am the type of person that would pay someone to paint.
Good money. Oh, I meant to tell Michael to do that.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Because he's probably a better painter than me, so... He paints paintings and stuff, though. I've done models for years. I used to charge, like, what was it? I think, like, $2 for... This was back with Warhammer Fantasy more than anything. It was like $2 for rank and file and then $5 for a character. Then again, those rates probably gone. If I was to do it now, it'd probably be more like $5 for a rank and file and $10 for a character. Oh, whore.
Ah.
This is it. This should be the last leg of our journey.
Ah.
Didn't think he'd go that far.
Alright, let me try to pay attention now. And then do some work. Ooh, poor rats, man.
Yeah, right. But yeah, Malifaux, Infinity, those would be great games. As we saw, or if you've watched the video, I did play Werewolf the Apocalypse Earthblood, which means we will never get another Werewolf the Apocalypse game, because first of all, 5th edition's poopy, and second of all, companies are just going to be so shy from using it.
Nice. Poopy is the technical term.
It is. I can do that. Yeah, see, nothing says I have to get rid of me.
He's like, whatever. You gotta buy me.
Oh, that's you. I was like, what's happening? Who is this? I'm just going. Just going. I'm just going.
Oh.
Oh, I made the same mistake. I thought I was going to time it when it was rising up. Oh, and if I remember, the last stage for this is also different for everyone that plays. Or for the different characters. Why is my English so terrible today?
In the same way that I've been off today. So.
No!
Oh.
Brain fart.
Yeah.
Good thing is, gold doesn't matter at this point. So anything we lose doesn't matter. So we're safe here for now. We'll take it slow since we're doing 2-player. So we gotta wait for this to rise up
From the grave.
from the grave. Alright, wait. And we wait. Alright. And go right. Make sure you're on right.
Gotcha.
Yep. Okay. Nope. Wait. Nope.
Oh.
Yeah.
I got you. God, you're here. Oh.
Go left.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry. Shit. I wasn't.
It's all good. It is tricky. It is tricky. But if you're liking what you're seeing with the video, make sure you check out our other videos, but more importantly, make sure you pick up this game. Because I think it's, even when it's not on sale, it's only like 20 bucks. Maybe 30, I don't know. I think it was 20 and then they upgraded it to 30 when they released all the other characters.
Still pretty good value.
But even after like the first or second DLC, it was still only 20 because they weren't going to charge people until everything was released. I don't think we have to go down there now, but just stay here and I'll check. Okay. Nope. Don't stay there. That was... Nope, I deserve that then. Mm. Damn.
You know what? I think...
Oh, that's what... Okay.
Probably just for that one specific part. But that way you don't get distracted by me getting crushed with anything. Not that you would get distracted.
Oh, I would. Very easily. Distracted very easily. But I guess if you couldn't tell, at least my settings, I'm going to be curious about yours because, again, we didn't really set rules. Again,
Yeah,
mine has a lot of, like, groups against each other fighting, right?
Yeah, that's
You
the
know.
point. Mine is I mean, I kind of went more with specific types, but at this
You
point,
meant like specific locations?
like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, you'll. I mean, I could tie it into the general type of settings too, so it's not. We'll just go with it and yeah. The list is made at this point, so we'll just play it by ear. Which is what we do, right? Like you said, unscripted.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I already told him I'd do a separate list for like these guys. For specific locations. So maybe we'll do like a swap there where you do one that's just generalized settings.
Yeah.
And I'll do one for specific locations. That's how I understood it.
Okay, so do the chandeliers fall?
Yes, they do, so we have to... Oh. We're gonna have to... Actually, you can just stay there as long as I can do it.
Yeah.
We'll get to the edge of the screen. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean... No!
Oh.
I forgot about that.
Alright. Let me get this guy. There. And then I'm gonna do this. Wait. I was gonna do this. There we go. Ooh, whoa, okay. Hold on.
So,
Oh, come on. There's food down there.
okay. As I say, I hope. Could be bombs.
You tricky butthead. Oh.
I think we have to go up. Kind of like a Bowser's Castle thing in a way.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have, we talked about possibly doing favorite video game worlds or something. At one point.
I can't remember. Sorry, I was watching the ice thing. You talk about like worlds within a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like just for example, like a world
Like
in
Hyrule. The Mario
okay.
Kingdom. Rapture.
Oh.
Which actually was one of the ones for the setting I almost put on the list.
Stay tuned.
As long as it's a good Rapture. I don't remember what the...
Columbia.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that sentiment. Oh, I can come back now.
Which I was thinking, if I'm wrong about the Switch, too, not being a Wii U, meaning not kind of failing, then I will, if I'm wrong, I will play BioShock Infinite on hard. And I'll try and do it in one sitting.
why I'm determined to kill everything now. It's
Oh, that didn't help. I like how the rain shows you where the drop points are.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. See?
Oh! I thought those were like bushes or something. It's the rain splatter.
I'm just gonna buy them. Oh, that doesn't help you. There you go.
That's really neat. Again, great design.
Oh shit. Should let you get that. Yeah, you just jump up.
Oh, okay.
Should have enough. I think, yeah, that one goes through. No, that one goes through too.
Whew. Fun. Hey, it's our buddy.
Shovel Knight, stop your meddling and turn back now. This is your last chance. I will reach her, Black Knight, even if I have to go through you. Black Knight, are you guarding my tower? Have you finally decided to join us? You may kneel and pledge your loyalty now. For the last time, I answered no one. Very well, here's a tiny taste of the power you spurned.
Why help the guy? Or no, not. She's not giving the power. She's hurting him. Never mind.
Black Knight, I warned you to stay away.
Oh, she did get the power. Okay.
Infamous reference. Link to the past.
What, the...
With the Black Knight here, being that Shadow Link, where... Infamous because he was easy, but also hard to beat.
Shadow Link. Reminds me of Control. Jesse had the doppelganger reverse E-Sedge. Remember that battle? If you did it, I think it might have been optional. I think it was a part of that whole part where you went into like the mirror dimension thing.
Oh, okay.
Or like you had the two
Yeah.
recordings and it flipped whenever. That was a pretty neat thing. But yeah, E-Sedge. Doppelganger fights. Shadow Link is in Smash? Is there a Shadow
Oh,
Link?
probably.
Who isn't, right?
Yeah.
I'm in Smash.
You are in Smash, I remember. Alright, should we tell the folks our mains back when we used to play Smash? Mine was Bowser.
Oh, yeah. Meta Knight.
Meta Knight. Yeah, he was a Meta Knight guy. Get ready to bear the brunt of the internet's anger.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's always considered, I guess, one of the cheaper characters.
There you go.
So, this has gone far enough. Whatever you've been trying to do, you can't reach her. You may be right. She may already be lost. But I can't let go of hope. By now, surely you see who I'm trying to save. I do. Do you know a way to break her back? Bring her back. Break her back. Break her back. Trying to read and play and narrate all at the same time. I haven't tried anything beyond words. Her magic's so powerful I don't have the courage. Go. Just don't hurt her, or you'll have to answer to me. Shield Knight. That's who they're both trying to save.
Yeah, Meta Knight is from Kirby?
Kirby, yep.
Okay, and I've never played a Kirby game. I don't know why I liked Meta Knight so much. Maybe because it was cheap and it made me better? I don't know. We know what is cheap, though. That fan.
Oh, yes. We had to ban that. For sure.
I think the only thing we ever banned, right?
Yep. Only weapon we had to ban because you couldn't get out of it. Once you were in it, you were stuck. Alright. I just bought the upgrades for no reason other than... did you want to go over your list real quick? Since technically we're going to be at the last level. I know we usually space it out a bit more, but...
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll be fast because I kind of might not have followed the procedure, but... my 10 settings and or places from various media type things. In no order. Anything Halloween related, I would love. So first off, I got Halloween Town from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Okay, so I see what you did, yeah.
So just, you know, being able to live in something that is 24/7 Halloween would appeal to me very much. It would be gross at times, and I guess depending on what kind of person you are, character you are, or creature you are, might not be an ideal setting, but hey, it's Halloween. It's my favorite holiday. I love everything horror, so Halloween time. Next would be the Dishonored universe.
Okay. I don't remember the name of that place, but yeah.
Dunwall.
Dunwall, that's it.
Is from the first one. From the second one, it kind of escapes me now. I can look it up because I'm on my phone. But yeah, just the whole setting and I don't know, it's not really historical fiction. It's like a whole different era, you know, universe they created with
It's like a What If London.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's good.
Because it was during that whole like whale blubber.
Yeah, the whale blubber, the oil. There's magic. There's sword fighting. There's gunplay. There's mechanical stuff. You know, like the clockwork things and everything.
Yeah, the mansion in 2.
Karnaka was the place in 2.
In 2? Okay. I'll be right back. You can either pause the list or just wait. I gotta go use the little rhymes room.
I'll pause a bit. I'll talk about Dishonored. Yeah, it's got everything. It's got the, like I said, the swordplay, the magic, the gunplay. You know, cool powers, and you get the cool locations and different types of people and weird stuff, and the witches, and also you can expand the Dishonored universe to include Deathloop. If you have played Deathloop, you know there is a connection. There's even been some people have mapped out the timeline of how it works. So number 2 would be the Dishonored universe.
I'm back, sorry.
I just finished up my Dishonored talk. I think we probably talked about this before, how you could even extend that to the Deathloop universe because they are connected. I believe it's canon. There's certain things in Deathloop that connect it to Dishonored. And there have actually been some people have done it, mapped out the timeline of how it all works.
Okay.
It's actually kind of interesting if you just want to glance at it or whenever. Number 3 is Rapture.
Yeah. That would be on my specific location. So
I could have picked Columbia, but I do prefer that game. But Rapture is the better location by far. It was the first that did it. I guess if you wanted to make it a setting, I would say I don't know how I would do it, honestly. It's a very interesting and unique way to, I guess, tie in political beliefs into a video game world. With a bunch of weird stuff. That doesn't make sense. It makes sense in my head when I think about it, but not when I'm talking about it.
I always felt with the BioShock games in general, at least when I say BioShock, I mean 1 and 2, because it's Rapture, right?
Yeah, we'll stick to Raptors.
Because Infinite is very different from those two. But Rapture and Bioshock is freedom completely unfettered. Because that was kind of the goal of Rapture. It was a place where pure freedom reigned.
Right.
And kind of the dangers of it and what could happen. So science unfettered gives you something like Splicers, right? Art unfettered gives you a really great set piece in a video game. So that was kind of, at least with the theming along. I know there's like loose inspired by Ayn Rand and all that stuff, but I always felt it was more this is what would happen. This is like the pitfall of having true freedom and what could happen. Chaos could reign, kind of thing.
Perfect. Very good. Very good. That's why I keep you around.
That monologue at the beginning, I still love it. It's probably one of, honestly, when we do top 10 video game quotes, spoiler, that's probably going to be on there. No, says the man in the church. No, says God. All that stuff. So.
And I know some people can kind of poo-poo the philosophical, political angle of a game like that, but
especially
right, but this is just a me thing speaking. I find it interesting because I think partly because I'm not as in tune as you, if you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I think my issue isn't really necessarily, like you or other people who enjoy that part of it with the game. It's the people who think, oh, this is so political and it's 100% correct in referencing the writings. It's like, no, they're taking inspiration from the writings. It's not like it takes time to actually deep dive into it. What they did is they took the writings, some of the ideas and themes as inspiration, and said, this is kind of cool, let's twist it like this. It's not like law. That's exactly what
you're not getting you're not getting a PhD in philosophy from playing Bioshock.
But it's great because
you're gonna have a good time.
It introduced people to a lot of it, so I do like that. I just don't like the people who take it as like
gospel.
Thank you, because they played Bioshock. And when we're done with your list, I'll rant a bit about Infinite for reasons.
Yeah. Number 4, The Oldest House from Control. I guess you could expand this to just any location that has a bunch of just off-the-wall, bonkers, weird stuff going on. Imagine that your workplace just decides to change. You got to go down the hall to go to the bathroom, and I think there's even parts in the game where you read about this happening to people, where they're like, I went down the hall to the bathroom and it wasn't there anymore. Just the whole setting of The Oldest House, where weird stuff's going on and you may not know exactly why it's happening. You got objects of power lying around that if you don't sit in front of this refrigerator and stare at it all day, it'll kill you, and there's a rubber duck that follows you around, and just all the weird stuff that happens.
Yeah, it's a collection of oddities, right? Like the old Friday the 13th TV series, that was the shtick of it. I don't know if you ever saw any of those. But,
I vaguely remember it,
it was basically that. Cursed items or very powerful items, and something new every week because this item did something they didn't know it did, or someone lost an item of power or something.
Like working in you're working in an episode of The Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
And then, the Hiss show up and they make it worse. So, but anyway, The Oldest House. Next up, Wonderland. From the Alice in Wonderland novel.
Yep.
Right. Just kooky, weird. Again, I guess so far, if there's a theme from that in The Oldest House, it would be just, bonkers, off-the-wall stuff that's going on. Just the whole crazy atmosphere of it, the almost trippy vibe you get. you know, eat your mushrooms, drink your weird stuff, go to the never-ending tea parties with some crazy people.
Now, see, I agree. And honestly, that would have been one of my chosen like locations for top 10
Yeah,
locations.
specific locations.
But I would probably add the twist of it'd be American McGee's version.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because I prefer things a bit darker, gloomier,
Yeah.
you know, that kind of stuff. But I mean, the original Alice in Wonderland is one of my favorite
Yeah.
stories, so it's.
Yeah, through the looking glass. Next is I texted Roger Rabbit. So just any kind of universe where you have
Yeah.
humans interacting with animated. Like, just how cool would that be to live in that as either a human or as a cartoon, I guess, you know? Just the two worlds meshing, and I guess you could expand that to Muppets, too. Yeah, just any kind of world where you have two universes living, somehow making it work. Yeah, so whatever the town was in Roger Rabbit, I'm not even sure if it was a real place or not, but probably was. Hollywood, maybe? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was probably more like a fictionalized version of the real world. Kind of like Werewolf the Apocalypse does that. Like, it takes place... The setting is our world, so they use things like Detroit, Chicago, New York.
Oh,
but
yeah. Next up, I put down another specific location, Limbo from the Marvel Comics. The realm that magic
okay.
rules.
All right, see, I would have put Mojo World. Just love that
just
idea.
the idea of having a separate alternate dimension that you can hop to whenever you need to. That, you know, you could just chill in, you know, you want to go out for just get away from things, just hop onto your secret dimension that you control, that you're in charge of, even though at one point she loses control. But just some otherworldly dimension full of demons that you're the ruler of.
Was that tied to Nightcrawler at some point, or am I making that?
I don't, unless that was after when I got out of comics, not during anything I read. It was tied to Inferno, obviously, with Sin. No. You would think that there might be, and there might even be. I'm not sure. Next up, any type of robotic type world. I wrote down specifically Cybertron. But really anything with robots, mechs. Like, how cool would it be if you just lived in a world full of like BattleTech or mechs, and not even just, you know, fighting stuff all the time.
Yeah, Bubblegum Crisis would be in there for me, for sure. All right,
Hop in your mech and go down to the local Publix and pick up a loaf of bread. Anything mech or robot related, but specifically I put down Cybertron because I grew up with the Transformers. So next up is Fables, the Fables universe.
That one I was guessing.
Oh, really?
That was one of my guesses. Yeah, I figured you were gonna pick that.
And that might be more in line of what you were thinking, setting wise.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
So for those of you unaware, the Fables is basically all the old school fables and fairy tale characters get kicked out of their homeland for, I won't get too far into the weeds with the story. They got run out by someone called the Adversary. And so they all go into hiding in New York, and it's about them living their lives, and you know, the main story is eventually gets to settling the things with the Adversary and all that, but they're basically just hiding out in New York. So you've got like Snow White, Big Bad Wolf, Prince Charming, you know, all the trolls and ogres, Red Riding Hood, Little Boy Blue, any type of fable you can imagine, from across different civilizations. They got the Arabian Nights stuff is in there at one point, all living in New York. because they got kicked out of their homeland. And just the world that the guy built, Bill Willingham, I think, was the writer, and I apologize if I can't get the name correct, but it really is brilliant the way it was all set up. How they're literally living in New York, but the witches have spells and charms that they use to hide everything from the normal people who they call Mundies. Anyone who can't fit in or doesn't want to fit in, there's an area upstate that they call the farm. So like the people that couldn't live in New York live off on the farm, and that's hidden, and spells block that off. It's just the whole setup is just amazing. And the stories are really good, and if you I highly encourage you to check it out. Fables. Didn't quite like how it ended, but it's one of those where the journey definitely makes it worth it. And my last one is the Jurassic Park world. Specifically, speaking of the more recent movies, and mainly this is all just because I love dinosaurs. But I mean, who doesn't? Has anyone ever said they hate dinosaurs?
Yeah, I know, right? I'd agree with you, but I would prefer more the Dino Riders world.
Well, that'll work too. That would work
because
too.
Someone brought this up. The dinosaurs in Jurassic Park aren't dinosaurs; they're mutants.
That is true.
That is very true. It's like, never thought about that.
But what I'm talking specifically about the Jurassic Park worlds is literally Jurassic World, the more recent movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like how cool would it be just to live amongst? Well, I mean, at times it wouldn't be cool. But how interesting it would be just to live amongst them, and that's really what I thought. I wish the movies had been about instead of
What was that book and show? Dinotopia?
Yeah. I don't know if that was...
It was kind of like a PG-13... Well, one where dinosaurs and humans kind of got along instead of...
Okay. Where did the dinosaurs talk, or were they just...
No, they were just dinosaurs, from what I remember. I don't remember the book or the show. There's been a couple shows they've done, I guess.
Oh,
but...
I was aware of it, but I'd never done anything with property. But I kind of wish the movies had been less about... Here I go again, hating on Chris Pratt, but less about Chris Pratt riding on motorcycles, shooting things, and more about, like...
Was he in all of them?
More recently?
I only saw, like, one of those, I guess.
Yeah, he's been in all of them
okay.
since that. All the Jurassic World type movies. Jurassic Empire, Kingdom, whatever they're called now. But yeah, more about just everyday life, I guess, of what would happen if you're going down to the store to pick something up and there's a Triceratops coming down the road,
Yeah, like incorporate them into construction and just cops riding velociraptors or something. I don't know.
Just how I guess it would make us a better TV series. I don't know. That would interest me much more than, set piece, action piece, blah, 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 blah.
It's what they do with the Jurassic Park. Granted, I only saw that one with Chris Pratt. I didn't see any of the others. But what it seems like they did eventually is they took the dinosaurs and basically did the same thing I hate about zombies, but with dinosaurs. You could replace the dinosaurs with an avalanche, a snowstorm, a hurricane, a meteor, a virus, right? And they fill that role. They come off more as like natural disaster or obstacles to overcome rather than being things that feel like they're a part of an environment.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. And I think in the last one I saw, they kind of do that thing where in the beginning they hand wave, like, oh, it's been so many years since dinosaurs have lived with us. And
show us that.
Yeah, show us that, right. Like, don't tell, show us, right? But... and that's my list. My convoluted, messed up list that kind of, sort of went with the theme, but kind of did.
You went both. Some of them actually followed my theme, and then some of them followed the location theme, which was kind of interesting. And to note, your fables, your reasoning for fables is kind of the same as mine for Age of Mythology, because fables and myths more or less kind of very similar in that regard. But they had a TV show or a movie, I
So
think.
it was in talks in development, but the actual Fables property never went that far.
Oh, okay, I thought there
But
was like a
I think
werewolf by whatever, or werewolf something. I
I
saw.
think oh no, there was a game, the Big B games,
Oh,
the
okay.
Telltale games. Yeah. Uh, Wolf Among Us, I think is what they were called, the Telltale games. Um, but eventually they kind of did that with the Once Upon a Time TV show. I actually think
Okay.
they
Yeah.
pivoted from Fables to that, if I understand that correctly. Um, but no, it would have made a great, fantastic series that I would never see because it would be streaming. But yeah, great universe they built. I do have one honorable mention and a couple things to mention off this that I thought were kind of neat because I was gonna mention the Blood Dragon universe
Yeah.
just because being an '80s person,
It's
growing up in the '80s,
yeah. It's 80s the universe.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
'80s universe basically. That would be so much fun to live in for about 5 minutes until I'm dead. But when I was looking up, I mean, obviously I knew about Blood Dragon, but I was reading some stuff about it. The director of Hobo with a Shotgun was an informal consultant to the movie
Oh, really?
because he befriended the director of the game.
Huh. That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. But
That makes sense both ways, actually.
yeah,
You know? God, I love Hobo with a Shotgun.
it was a movie.
What?
I mean, I liked it too. It was not what I thought it would be. I'll be honest. I mean, even with the name Hobo with a Shotgun, it kind of veered into territory I didn't think it did, but it was good. I did enjoy it. But that's my list. That's a very messy, convoluted list, but that's my list, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, to be fair, we also didn't have as much time to think about lists really this time around.
Yeah.
Quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And
So,
probably should have been more clear.
yeah.
But I wanted to kind of throw a curveball and just see and show how, two people with the same information can kind of differ. But we didn't really differ too much. I think even when you were talking about specific locations, you gave reasonings why, in general, that type of atmosphere. So even though you specified Halloween Town, you would just be happy with nearly every type of Halloween-themed world if that was a thing, right? So
Yeah. And I mean, more importantly,
or like
to me,
with Roger Rabbit, right? You
Yeah.
said the same thing, and you even alluded to the Muppets.
Yeah,
Not animated, but technically, it's still a similar type of feel with.
But and more importantly to me, I had fun doing it. So
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. So let us know how amazing our lists were.
let us know if you had fun with my list.
How much you agreed with our lists, and let us know some of your 10 fictional settings. All right, I will put this clarification here: not specific locations.
Not yet.
Not yet. We'll get to it. So.
And then I'll do settings. We'll have to remember.
Yeah. Though you did both in this one.
I did.
You did, but that's fine. It's fun. Again, there's no penalties or hard rules in regards to any of this. It's just for fun.
Yeah.
So, and maybe we turned you on to something that you hadn't heard of, or maybe you had, but you never knew much about. Ask questions. Especially most of my settings, I have pretty good grasp and knowledge on each and every single one of them. Probably Dune and Outlaw Star being the ones I have the least knowledge about, but yeah. Once again, no better value for top 10 lists than this channel because you get 20 for the price of 10.
Yep.
All right, let's what was that Ghostbusters quote? Let's nail this.
Oh, I was going to say if someone asks if you're a god, say yes.
Let's get this bitch or something like that. I don't remember. I don't remember the Ghostbusters quote.
Or the cabin in the woods quote. Let's get this party started.
Oh crap! Can't jump too high.
Let's do a better job of getting this party started.
Yeah.
Let's get this party started again.
Redux.
Okay. Spikes. Catfish, spikes. Okay, so we gotta jump to the side, right?
Right.
Oh, that goes up.
Yeah, that's what was tricky.
I got this one.
You got this?
We just gotta go down, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's button sensitive at this part. So the longer you hold down the A button, the higher you jump.
Gotcha.
At least when you're in water. Oh, great.
Let me get. Whoa. Oh, I was gonna shoot him, but. I'll go on the bottom.
Watch out for that guy.
Wait, I got it. Hold on. Oh yeah. Okay. wait. Okay. Sorry. Shut up, man.
No, it's all good.
Would the rolling thing work on this?
Let me try it. What's the worst thing that's gonna happen? We're gonna die. We already hit a checkpoint.
That's a good point.
No.
So you gotta go around?
Okay, that. Yeah, this is one of those stages in games. I do like stages like this where they kind of give you... Yeah, so
various ways to...
where they kind of say, hey, you need to use all your tools in your basket kind of thing, right?
Oh, nice.
But as you saw, the two rats, right? I used the coin, it turned them both into gold. The thing is, they have to be an enemy that can, I think, die in one hit.
Okay.
So that to be useful. You can come back whenever. Not too worried about this.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, you penis. No, more penis. Screw it. Oh. Damn. I'm playing lazy now. Because we're on the last level, we got a little bit of time to kill. Probably should hurry up, though, because I do know we are on a time crunch. We don't want this to be 3 videos.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna... Why am I... Oh. I'm not gonna extend this to another day, so, I mean... We're good to take care of whatever. Sorry, I had to get rid of my rolly thing. This is
sword.
a dat.
Yeah,
a dat.
sword.
Ah, no.
I'm just going to speed run it.
At least till we get to the checkpoint. There we go. Oh. A, not select.
Nope. Yeah, we gotta make him spit. Yeah, and we have to bring that with us the whole way. No.
Ah. And we have to lower it there, right?
Yeah. Once we get rid of that guy. Oh.
Ah.
All right. All right. This is all you. Time it with the flames. There you go. Now go up. Ride it up. Just jump right it up. And then when you can. Oh.
Ah! Just gonna be one of those better solo things.
It probably would be better solo. But, I mean... Okay.
I don't take offense to that because, I mean, it's true. Probably. Sucker.
Ah, crap. I was trying to be smart with it and rush it, but I need to just be patient. Alright.
I like how I knocked him out. Oh,
Okay.
smart. Very nice. Why you're the boss.
Only sometimes. Oh. Well, that doesn't help me. Maybe it does. I don't know. Let's try it. Alright. Can we just do this the whole way? I'll miss wherever that is, but I don't care.
That is awesome. I mean, we missed some stuff.
Yeah. That's alright, though. No real reason, but great thing is you can always come back through the levels to get stuff if you need to. So.
I do like the having to use all your tools. I don't like in the pods so much.
Oh, like a quick item.
Yeah, so there's like a quick item.
I think the reason he did that is just so, like, for this part, you can kind of slow down and get your bearings.
Okay. Yeah, that is true.
So then you're not having to fumble through, like, an item list. And then if you cycle through it wrong, you know... Go ahead and grab that one. I don't know if this is the last fight. Oh, that's right, we have to do... Oh, like in every Mega Man game. There's a boss rush.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They're having a dinner. Ho ho, now this is rich. Who let this peasant in here to spoil our sumptuous supper? Hardly surprised that you've yet again set foot where you don't belong. We should hee punish you. You're in deep now. We want a rematch. My new plans have no flaws. You can't win this time. Battle Royale then? Marvelous. Who will go first? Pass assault. Alright.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, I'm letting you bear the brunt of it. I'm just trying to...
That's what I'm here for.
Go ahead and get that for health. Oh, there's 2.
Oh, I'm guessing that there's not always 2
Yeah, no.
players.
Alright, look for the one that has the head peeking out. Left. Sorry about that.
I haven't died. It's 2 of them that haven't died. I'm a little impressed.
Oh, this one's gonna suck.
Tank.
And that's why, because the spikes...
Nice.
Alright, come back. Quick. Because we'll get food.
Yep, I'm
Right.
Full health. That's
Yep,
great.
full health gives us that.
That was. Yeah, well, yeah, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Good job.
I'm kind of surprised myself with that one.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, duh. Oh shoot, you could stay up there. You can... Nice.
Did you ever play any adventure games?
Like Mist?
Like, yeah, that would count, I guess. Or point and click, or like Maniac Mansion would also be one.
Yeah, I played Maniac Mansion a little bit. I'm gonna leave that health or that magic to you.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Oh. Oh, there's a platform there. Not really a big fan of them. Like, at one point I had started to play I Had No Mouth and I Must Scream.
Okay, yeah.
Because I love the story. And I can't get into those kind of games, you know. Even Maniac Mansion, as classic as it is, I'm just not a fan of those types.
was about to say the cave was pretty good. It was a Double Fine game, so
You ever read I Have No Mouth on This Thing?
yes.
Pretty cool. I think there's a version, I don't know, I cannot remember if it was published. A comic version that John Byrne did. He was a writer and artist for X-Men.
Okay.
He did the Dark Phoenix saga. He was the artist and co-plotter. Can't remember. I remember seeing parts of it, and I can't remember if it was ever published. Can you hit him with the bomb?
With the what? I don't know. No, doesn't look like it.
Him or her? I can't remember.
You can switch them. I think canonically they're male, but we switched to the second to female. So I honestly like Treasure Knight's look a lot better. Oh, crap. Oh, you got it. Okay.
Oh, I think it gives us both now. Again. Or I got magic somehow. I don't know. Maybe there was two.
There were two. How do I avoid that? But I've always been a fan of like aquatic-looking enemies and stuff. So like the big daddies, of course, right?
Yeah. That is something. Little sisters too.
Oh, that's right. I was
The
gonna.
big sisters. Big sisters.
Yeah, the big sisters. I was gonna rant against Infinite.
Yeah.
There's things I like about Infinite, but why I like it a lot less is because, first of all, they changed what Elizabeth was gonna be and act like, gameplay-wise. There was supposed to be more to do with the Rift. Oh yeah, all the ones were beaten. They get kicked. They fell and they literally fell out the window. They're all holding on.
Oh, you saved them.
Give us a hand, Shovel Knight. You wouldn't leave us to hang here, would you?
Well, you did try to kill us. Yeah.
You can leave them, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, I could have done that.
And then you can talk to him. I may not have your strength, hee but I'm still far more clever, so watch out. My defeat is of no concern. The Enchantress cannot be stopped by any mere mortal. My castle, my luxury, my fiefdoms, my chandeliers curse you, Shovel Knight. I have to hand it to you. You have superior digging technique. We should share notes. No amount of wealth is worth the heartache that awaits you. Good luck, Doom Bureau. Alright. The rest of them say stuff, too. But it's wasted potential. And also the fact, gameplay-wise, they went backwards by not allowing you to dual wield. Alright, which is why I hold 2 in higher regard than even 1, at least from a gameplay perspective. And also, again, it's wasted potential. Originally, they wanted not just George Washington, I think it was. Wasn't he like the Big Daddy equivalent? Do you remember that part?
Yeah, that was one of my complaints about the gameplay wise is they didn't really have one. At least not to the extent they had the Big Daddies or
Yeah.
Big Sisters.
They had
There's also another bigger type of enemy, but they really didn't show it that much.
They had the George Washington's
And yeah,
figure walk around and do stuff, but they were originally wanting like 3 or 4 presidents, and they all had different things to them.
Yeah, that would have been.
That would have been cool, and that's kind of my biggest gripe against why I poop on Infinite as much. And I just didn't find the storytelling as interesting because they did the timey-wimey, multi-dimensional. Oh crap. Okay. Storytelling, and I'm not big. I know with some of my choices it's kind of awkward, but or it might be considered hypocritical, but I'm not a big fan of like multiple. Not multiple dimensions, but like multiverse. Multiverses and time travel are two genres I'm not a huge fan of 9 times out of 10. There should be a checkpoint coming up if I remember. So that's it. Elizabeth, her role being reduced in what she was actually going to do gameplay wise. Apparently the rifts were going to play a bigger role, and she wasn't just going to throw you ammo or a health kit, which is what she ended up doing. She was going to be a bit more integral to the plot, gameplay-wise. And the president thing, I thought it was very limited with the enemy type. I thought more presence with different things was really cool. I did like that part where, I don't remember what they were called, like a society or whatever, the one where you get the ravens. And they wear the plague doctor masks or whatever. Thought that was neat, but... And I honestly couldn't give two squirts or piss about, or to quote my brother, tea and piss about, because the text he sent me.
Yeah.
I was like, that's got to be a saying. You need to start saying it. Tea and piss every time you get pissed off or something.
Tea and piss.
I don't care about Booker. It's a beautiful night, isn't it? Shield Knight, come with me. Let us leave this place. What a twist. The Enchantress is Shield Knight.
I'm going to be honest, I kind of thought that was
okay. All right. How pitiful, clinging to false hope, chasing ghosts. So, have you come to slay me, knight, to avenge your beloved? I mean, there's a bit of... It's not really a twist, per se, but... obviously, the Enchantress isn't the Shield Knight. It's just using the Shield Knight's body.
Oh, okay.
Gaze into my eyes, see how fearful I am. Watch me cower as you draw your blade. I guess she's meaning it insultingly. I don't need a blade to fight evil. Shield Knight, I know you aren't lost forever. You haven't the slightest hope of defeating me, but I won't stop you from trying, so please, let us dance together into the abyss. Oh, yeah, we gotta be careful about storing that, I remember. I don't want to use health pots because I don't know if we're going to have to repeat doing this again, you know?
Oh, God.
Oh, no. What was I doing?
Oh, does it...
It tracks you, and then you can use it to kind of rebuild the map.
Oh.
Oh. It's all on you. You got this. You got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do Cuphead, though, sometime. I think gameplay, because it was meant for 2 players, it'll go a lot smoother. But this has been fun. I always was curious to see how it went, because I had no idea about it. No, crap. A good place to be. Oh. Oh, there you go. I'm not gonna take your life away.
Couldn't do any more.
Again, I don't want to waste it because I can't remember if there's a second phase. Alright. We have to experiment with these weapons here and see if there's something. I think the anchor's probably our best bet.
Yeah.
Because it can hit her when she's down below, too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But we should rely on our shovels as much as we can.
Ah, sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Does that hurt her?
Oh, crap. Damn. What?
The deflecting.
Yeah, when you knock back her shots. It does, yeah.
Ah.
Try and bait this here. Try and get back.
Just waste all that.
Well, this is a predicament. Nope. Does that count? I think it does.
You're still alive. You got half a health.
Alright. We will... Oh, was that it? I can't remember. Can you rejoin? You can't rejoin, can you?
I don't want to mess into you.
You caught me. If only I had known, I would have come sooner. You knew I was still there, even though it seemed hopeless. You never gave up on me. I will never give up on you. I will follow you to the end of the world. It appears that maybe you have. What's happening? Oh no, when the amulet shattered, the magic within it was released. It's already gathering. It will escape and wreak havoc on everything. Unless we stop it. Unless we stop it, we can destroy it for good, here and now. But we're both weak from battle. I've never been more ready. Come on, Shovel Knight, let's fight together like old times. Now stay close to me.
Oh.
Oh, give me full health now. You can join whenever. Ah, we have to do that.
What do you have to do?
Jump on her shield
Oh.
when she does that and jump and hit, yeah. Oh, and yeah, you use her to kind of...
Okay. Oh, don't forget the potion.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious, so I'm wondering if
There's a...
we start at this phase.
Oh, okay, I see. Very, parasite-ish. The look of the,
I think you're safe from those as long as you're on the outside, but then you gotta... Yeah. Oh no, she changes it. Okay. So let's see. If it doesn't, then once we get to that point, I'll start using those potions. Oh, okay, see. Yeah, we're good. You can just muscle through it then.
Or do you not?
No, yeah, you have to
Okay.
hit her like that.
Okay, so I may as well do this.
In fact, I think bouncing on her head is kind of like the goal you want to do. Did we ever play that Mickey Mouse game? Oh,
Yeah.
did we?
The one with the brushes?
Yeah,
Epic Mickey?
Epic Mickey. That's it.
Yeah. I think the remaster wasn't multiplayer, I think. Was that it?
Yeah, well, we played the second
some
one,
reason.
right?
The one with... Did they both have Oswald the Rabbit?
No.
Just the second one.
Yeah, just
That
the
was who it was, right? Oswald.
Yeah,
the Rabbit.
Oswald.
Yeah. Yeah. Then it was just... I did enjoy playing it.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll... I doubt it. I think that remaster kind of didn't do good
Yeah.
when they brought it to Steam, so...
Oh. That happened.
And I wasted a...
I mean, it's fine. We know we started here at the end. You still have one potion, right?
Yeah, one potion left. Because I used one potion.
You'll be fine.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean... Unless you fall in the hole. I did start to use that charm a bit more, but not enough.
Ha! Why are you not standing still? I can't get you if you don't stand still.
Yeah, this is,
Oh, at least this comes back.
yeah.
Alright, this is manageable.
Very nice. Oh, nice. Haha. There's the trick.
No. There we go.
Ah. Good job.
It's over. Shovel Knight. This place is falling apart. We have to get out of here. Let's go. I know something. Shield Knight. I mean, Shield Knight. Black Knight, thank goodness you're here. Shovel Knight is wounded. Take her and get outside. No, no, I can't leave you behind. How will you escape? This magic is too strong. I can't hold out much longer. Run, you can't deflect it. It will tear you apart. I'm so happy I got to see you both one last time. Shield Knight. Go, take Shovel Knight, save her. Promise me you'll save her. Yeah, so the other characters, I think Spectre Knight's a prequel of sorts.
Okay.
and I think Plague Knight is concurrent to the story, or it happens alongside the main quest. And I can't remember when I think King's Knight's a straight prequel, like before any of it happens. Whereas Spectre Knight is a prequel leading up to before Shovel Knight starts, but then it also happens alongside it. So, all right, folks, now we get to see where everyone ends up. The rightful king returns.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Everyone's dancing. Weird.
Let the celebrations begin. The Lich Yard, Spectre Knight. Frogs have those, like, their tongues, I know, right? But they look like those birthday things that you blow.
Yeah.
The life of the party. Taking all of Treasure Knight's gold for taxes.
Oh.
Taxes!
The real question is that frog gonna smile now?
Right?
Yeah.
He's turning everyone into her because he has a crush on her, I think. But at the end, he ends up with Mona or Nona, whatever her name is. Excavations and expeditions. Working Mole Knight. And this is good because this is a good ending, I feel, because it's not just words. It's not a game over. It shows you wandering travelers, all the ones we fought, you know, for different reasons. The hat guy.
So some of them got off better than others.
Yeah. Oh, definitely for sure. Toys for the children.
Very nice.
Yeah, you would say that Polar Knight is an isolationist. Save for last. I kept my promise, Shield Knight. Rest well, Shovel Knight, until we meet again.
What would he have done if there were both of us?
Saved his favorite one, I guess. I don't know. Alright, so, there we go. Two OGs play and finish Shovel Knight co-op. Obviously, the game wasn't meant for co-op, but it was very nice that they added it in. Apparently, it was a Wii U exclusive at one point where you had to buy those amiibo things to do it, but they released it for free for every version.
Nice.
It's a really good game to play by yourself or with a buddy, but as you saw, this took us like 5-6 hours. And the other campaigns are about the same length, so you get your money's worth, bang for your buck. This is one of the best, especially retro-inspired video games out there that you could ever play, even to this day. I don't think any other Kickstarter or any other retro-style game kind of hit the same magic that Shovel Knight did. So for the Ryan's rating system, it's not boring, it's awesome, and it's not dumb. Everything's well crafted. I'm not going to go category by category because we know this game gets 3 green check marks, 3 thumbs up, because we are a 3-armed knight. Shovel Knight is great. That's the Ryan's rating system. Don't need to go into details on why it's great. You saw us play it, you heard us play it. Pick it up if you haven't. Even if it's a game you're like, well, I'm not really into these types of games. This might be the game that gets you into them. And again, for the price tag, it's maybe $30 when not on sale at most, and that's like 20 hours of gameplay. And like I said, it's got co-op. We didn't even collect everything. We didn't get all the items. It has a multiplayer battle mode, and it has like 1 or 2 other extra modes. I don't know. Again, it's probably, in my opinion, the greatest Kickstarter story ever. And apparently, look at that, any percent speed run, 42 minutes. Be interested in that. But let's hear your thoughts on it.
So my rating system was I entertained, yes, and I've decided I'm going to start to expand a little bit at least on that, because I don't think it's fair to just say that without giving people reasons if they're paying attention. So
oh yeah, they introduced the Battletoads into this at one point too.
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
I was entertained. Everything you said is true for the price. It's a really good value. Lots of fun. You can do multiple playthroughs. There's the different nights you can work through. Swapping things, from what you said, from what you remember, changes certain gameplay things too. So, yeah, definitely, absolutely worth it. And for someone like me that's not necessarily good at these types, Mega Man type platforming games, to be able to do it co-op with someone that is, if you have someone that is a gamer but not as good at these types of games, it's a good game to pick up and play with someone. Because it's challenging, but it's not too frustrating that, even someone like me can't at least make it to the end. Oh.
Post-credit. At the presentation, the musical score, the characters, the level design, the gameplay mechanic design, all stellar. This is the benchmark for what every game should play like, in the sense that when you're a developer, you should aim to have such a well-oiled machine for a game as Yacht Club Games did with this one. Cuphead's going to be another example when we get to it, but a bit different, right? Because Cuphead is known for its old-school challenge, and it's going to be a bit challenging, but trust me, when we get to it, it will be fine. But yeah, I was curious on your views on the game, because again, it's not a genre that you're really into, and outside of that, the other one I think we'd recommend, and we both agree, is that Ghosts and Goblins on Switch we played. I forgot what it was called, like Resurrection. It's a good co-op one, because the second player doesn't have any responsibility really, but can still have an impact and help out heavily.
Yeah, that was another good example of a game that you could play co-op with someone that's not as good at the platforming type stuff, but can still have a good time with it.
But what did you think about like the designs in the world and the charm of it?
Oh, the charm, it just oozes charm. This is one of those games where you can feel the care that went into it. It kind of sounds weird saying that, but or kind of sappy, I guess. But you can definitely feel the care and the love that went into making this. Character designs are awesome. Many times, the bosses, the mini bosses, I'd be thinking, man, that's so cool. If I was still getting tattoos, I get a tattoo of that. Yeah, the design of everything the level designs were good. Everything was good.
Definitely a love letter to the games that a lot of us grew up with. And you could, like you were saying, the care, you could tell that the people who worked on this game were fans of these types of games. And also, it was like a mashup of Mega Man meets Super Mario Brothers 3, two very well-revered franchises and games themselves. I'm honestly shocked. There was a bit of a fervor over the game when it came out, but I'm kind of surprised that there's still not as much being carried in this day and age. Like, where are the cartoons? Where is the movies? Where are the extra games? Right? They did release Shovel Knight Dig, but I've heard that has not been as well received. So, it's interesting that this isn't a franchise for whatever reason, because it sold gangbusters and the Kickstarter was monumental. But this is one of the few, and I hate to say it's modern because it's not at this point in time, but more modern games that when I first played, I just fell in love with it like instantly, just from the soundtrack, the characters, the way you interact with the world, the mechanics. There is a lot here, and it is a complete package. So make sure you pick it up. I don't think there's much else to say. What did we have next on the docket for?
Actually, I'm gonna pivot. Because I'm gonna wind up getting that Turtles game. So.
Okay, so we're gonna do that Turtles one next.
Yeah.
Battle story. What story? I don't know what any of this is.
Oh wow, that's just
yeah.
like
This is what I was talking about with. Go ahead and press any button. Pick your character. Press that. Okay. Random. This is what I was talking about. They introduced this as a free mode. It's Smash Brothers.
Oh wow.
I don't know. You're gonna beat me. Ah, look at that.
Oh, this is like a special too. Like the ball and Smash Brothers, you got to hit.
I think you have the edge with the abilities. Oh, I can just do this though. Now that I think about it. Just. Ah, there you go. Okay, never mind. Once I got used to it. So yeah, that's an extra mode, and it says it's up to 4 players. It's like a Street Fighter, right?
Yeah.
You get the victory. How do we get out? So yeah, exit yes. What a story. Go ahead and press the button. We'll just check this out real quick. Medium. I'll skip it just because I don't. Is this like a subspace emissary? Kind of thing, you know? Okay. Okay, so it's just going to be like the same battle royale thing, but they each have their own stories. I got it. All right.
Oh, that's neat.
So yeah, there's still a lot more to the game. All right, folks, we're gonna call it here. I guess next up we'll do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fates, I think is what it's called. We'll give it a little look. It's supposed to be like a roguelike, but Shovel Knight Treasure Trove still holds up to this day and age. I'm kind of thinking I might do a couple playthroughs of the others. Actually, let's check this out real quick. Since I got you here. Let's do new game. Let's do... Hold on. How do I do this? Alright, play co-op. Let's try this. I just want to double check to make sure they're not. 2 OGs. Play. No. Confirm. Co-op can only be used with the Shovel Knight campaign. Okay, so you can't. Alright, folks. So there you go. Only the Shovel Knight campaign's co-op. The other 3 campaigns are well worth playing through, but we're going to call it here. And next up will be Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Splintered Fates, which is going to be like a roguelike one, I think we saw. So, to my subscribers, y'all stay awesome and you have an amazing day. Or if you prefer, stay amazing and have an awesome day. Drive by Rubnik and viewers. We'll catch you next time. Until then, folks, y'all have a good morning, a good afternoon, and a good night.
Good night, everyone.